What's up, everybody? So if you are a channel member, you guys all got to vote on what we're streaming today. So I posted a choice of the K2 Plus or the K2 Plus or our normal TH3D Nation stream, and 100% of people voted for the K2 Plus stream. This stream will be a printer stream. It's just going to be both of us, just Tor and I today. No extra guests. I'm going to start by going over the fact that we paid for this. I'm not a shill. Paid my good hard money. It was almost $1,000. We got it on the pre-order. Because we got in the pre-order, Creality did send us some freebies. I got a roll of their white PLA. I think it's their hyper PLA. It's filament. I'm not excited about it. And they gave us an extra flex plate here, which is nice. I'll never complain about getting an extra flex plate. But the coolest part of the bonuses is their filament dryer. So do you guys want me to open this up and then we'll go into the printer? You're probably wondering where the printer is. It's right there. It's staying on the floor, and I'll put it up on the bench. It weighs 130 pounds. Like, the only way I can get this off the floor is I have to grab it, which is pretty hard. Like, even with these holes, like, it's a big box. I have to squat it to get it up. I literally struggled getting it from my front door here, and the two FedEx guys
waddled.
They were. What time? I could probably pull that up. What day and time did they deliver this? Because I could probably pull
Wednesday around 1, I think.
Was it around 1? Not this Wednesday. I think we've had it for like a week, right?
Yeah, last Wednesday. Hey, tripod.
Because I think it was Wednesday. You know what? Actually, I can look at my tracking app because I have the tracking number in here.
Just got my K2 Plus today. How the F am I going to get this thing on my bench? Yeah, you're going to need an extra set of hands there.
And an extra leg, at the very least. Yeah, okay, so it's November 27th at 1:03 p.m. So let me go back on my camera system. So, yeah, good memory, Tor. I thought we had it for longer. At what I say, 1:03 p.m.? Let's see. Oh, yep. There. Okay, the package showed up here on the door. Let's see here. I think I'm getting close. All right.
If I just search for Waddle in our chat, I might be able to pull it up.
Hang on. Here we go. I got it. Screen share. Blue Iris. Here we go. Let me see.
They had to use a U-Haul van as well.
Yeah, they showed up in U-Haul van. It'll come here in a sec. You'll see them come from the left here. So this is my doorbell camera. Careful, careful. Yeah, I see why they use two guys. Like, yeah, 1:03 p.m. If I go back, see, I was like, okay. Now I did notice, and you can, this is proof. So this stream can serve as proof for Creality if it is damaged. You can see this corner's banged up right here. Once I move my fat ass out of the way, see right here, this corner's got a ding. I don't hear anything broken in there, so we'll find out. You see, did you see me shake it?
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to hear the guy's like, why are you shaking? I was like, I want to hear if there's glass, because if there's glass, I'm telling you to take it back. But I didn't hear any glass rattling around. So, yeah, so it was like 1:03 p.m. Let me go back to the recordings here. Hang on one second. Let me pull this out because it's going to show my other cameras, clips. Hang on. Because yeah, you could see them unloading it on our driveway camera here. So that's the 27th at 1:03. So I can go here. 1:03. How about props to the DVR since I got the new hard drive in here?
It's been nice.
Yeah. So yeah, literally, there's the U-Haul van. Let's see. I'll speed it up here. They should. I'm assuming it probably took them almost a minute to get it out of there. Yeah, they literally just showed up in a U-Haul. I'm assuming they're contractors. But it's heavy. Like, like, as you see, they're like got to reposition. Yep. It's a heavy sucker. That's why it's on the floor. So if you guys have one of these, it is very heavy, and you should probably ask for help. Krista was telling me she was going to yell at me if I threw my back up, but I was like, I got to get out of the living room. It's got to get into my office here. And then my next thought was she wanted to use this if it ends up being a good printer. And I'm sitting here thinking, how the hell am I going to get this big ass fucking thing down in my basement? So, like, seriously. So, do you guys want me to check out the filament dryer before we do the printer? Because I do have my auxiliary camera here. I'm actually curious about the filament dryer.
From what I've seen of it, I'm not a fan of how they have it set up.
Yeah, I mean, I like our poly dryers. I mean, full disclosure, we sell them, but I sell them because I like them. And we're out of stock, so if people are asking, we are getting more stock. I got to get our polymaker order together. Actually, Tor, put on your docket to pick out probably about like we got to start restocking their filaments because they have the new filaments out, right?
The pink chroma, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, we need to get their filaments back in. So you can put that on your task list, and then I'll send it over to our rep. All right, let's see what's in here with the filament dryer. So I think they have this bundle on their website. Like you can buy a bundle with all this stuff in addition to the printer. Sorry, my microphone. Oh, this is gonna be an awkward stream. I'm gonna have to like move my camera because I'm trying to position this so that the camera like is in position. I might switch over my wireless, but I want to see what's in here. Chat's being very quiet. I should probably sent an email out, but I was going to, but then it was getting kind of late. Is it just me, or does this look like this was like repacked? I don't know. It was.
I think that's how they pack it.
Oh, is it? I mean, I didn't pay anything for it as long as it works. They're like giving away the customer returns or whatever. All right,
I would just do the box turtle if you're doing.
All right, so there's a couple pieces of PTFE here. It is larger diameter PTFE, kind of like the bamboo style. It's probably similar diameter. I'm just gonna put that back in the box. And is this the 2-spool version? I think this is the 2-spool version. All right, yeah, it is because there's 2 feed ports here. Let's see. Yeah, no, it looks like it's new. Not a scratch on it yet. Not until I get my hands all over it. All right. So the fitment's not like. Do you see this?
Yeah.
That's kind of how you do it. Oh wait. Okay, something was off there because like I just like shifted it around.
Is
and
the
then
hinge just
I
crappy?
don't.
Because
It's like okay. Can tell you right now, first impressions of their filament dryer, like you got to play with this, get it closed. Not as good a quality as the poly dryer one,
Poly
but you, I mean, maybe. Question is, should I keep this or should I just sell it? I could sell it, but I'm not. I mean, I could always use another. Okay, but okay,
okay,
this is
so
not
so you're facing it. You have to open it up from
from the
behind
back.
and stick it in. How are you loading that filament in?
Well, and you see this?
Yeah.
Warm it up. I mean, what do they sell this thing for? This is not. Why is this not? There's got to be something wrong with this. There's no way. Like the rollers feel good. It's got little rollers in here for the spools to roll on. Those are nice. They got bearings in there. Um, there's desiccant in here too. There's desiccant in the front here. Like, why is this not closing? It is a little cold in my office right now, so maybe that's why. I don't know. I feel like it shouldn't be doing this.
No.
Like I gotta pull the things out. Maybe that's why they were given away for free. Maybe it's like defective stock and they like.
Maybe once you heat it up, yeah, it'll kind of.
Hang on.
But okay, so you have to pull it out. Well, no, heat it up with the actual heater, not the.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. It's good. I was about to just go YOLO. Okay.
But yeah, so you have to pull it out, turn it to the side, put the roll in,
So,
and then like snake it up from behind.
Yeah. So this is not as good of a design as a poly dryer. Like I said, full disclosure, we sell them. I use them. I have 3 of them here that we bought, and they did not give them to us for free. And yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna let this just heat up.
Yeah, use it. Might as well use it. Right out.
I hope this is not indicative of the start of the.
Is there a screen protector on it?
Oh, I wonder if it's like I wonder if it's booting up. Okay, so if you're looking at it head on, the viewing angle is not great. If you're looking at it from like kind of how you'd be like right here, me looking down at it, it's actually fine. I'm gonna see. Okay, it's very similar to the Sunlu one. Like this interface is like very similar to the. So look at. So if you're looking at, so the camera's, so like this is the camera looking at straight on. So you can see my ring light there. If I tilt it, the viewing angle is better. Yeah, no, this will not replace my poly dryers, but I'll probably keep it around just to have another dryer. So what's the
okay? Or for
so
those like extra wide spools that won't fit in the dryer.
Yeah, well, I don't really have many of those anymore. The screen is definitely not liking that it's colder in here. I'm gonna see what. So the top temp I can do is 70 C. All right, and then
you have a 40 you can throw in there.
48 hours is the max. The max time. Okay, so you set the time, and it starts. I feel the fans vibrating. So I'm gonna just set this down there. So it's at 16 C right now, is what it said in my office here. And it's already climbing up to 21, 23. So it is heating up. So I'm going to set this underneath my desk and let this just run and see if that sorts it out. Maybe it's just because it's cold in here. I like how it looks. This is not super convenient. Oh yeah, it's getting warm in there actually. That actually puts off a decent amount of heat. So the heat comes up through the back here. It feels like. Hang on. Yeah, so it comes up through the back.
Little PPCs.
And it circulates like this. So I think the filament dryer will work okay. Like, I don't know why. Like, if this is cold, would that cause it to do that? Like the sides.
I don't think it should. But I think once it warms up,
yeah,
it might not squeeze as much.
Wait, you just gotta. There you go. You just gotta drop it a couple times. All right, so I'm going to sit this under the desk and let this warm up, and then we'll come back to it. If it just needs to warm up, it's probably because it's so. My office here is part of my garage, and I keep it at a minimum of 45 in the winter because it's like, I don't know, it's 29 out right now. I keep it just like warm enough so it's not freezing cold in here. But then I kick the heat on, so like the heat is kicking on right now. It is currently 56 now. So we'll see. Oh. And yeah, so that's under there. I'm going to let that heat itself up and see if it works. If it works, great. It looks nice. It's a sharp looking unit. Just first impressions. Would I buy it separately? What do those go for, Tor? Hey, Tor, you're supposed to be my Jamie, like I'm Joe Rogan. You're my Jamie. Come on. Hey, Jamie, pull it up.
Creality.
What do these go for? I'm assuming this is probably at least $100 is what they'd probably retail it for.
109 on Amazon.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't pay that much for it. I'd probably pay like 70 tops.
Oh, it's on sale for 90.
Oh, okay. I'd probably pay like 70 tops. And that's assuming that the door's just being weird because it's so damn cold in here. So, okay. Well, you guys can watch me struggle trying to open this. There are directions on the top of the box on how to unbox it. So
I'm not a fan of it.
So you pull these little things out of the bottom here. There's like these little plastic things. Hang on.
Reposition myself.
You see these right here?
No.
Change the layout.
I'm in the way.
Change the layout. There you go. Change the layout. To go to the. Can you change? There you go. Now put yourself back in. There you go. Okay, so these we got to take out. So it says to pull these. Okay. And we're basically going to lift this top off. And hopefully you guys can hear me because I'm on this mic. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to pull the top off. So we take those out. The top comes off. And then we can take the printer out. We'll go on the bench. So I'll take the other side out here. And it should come up. So you want to take bets on it.
It's like 100 pounds.
It's 120. So FedEx's weight says it's 121. People said it's actually 130. It says 121.5. So it's at least 121.5. Am I? No. Step
Gordon's
2 is
still
pull
in
it
the
up.
shop.
Hang on. Oh, they're on the other side too. God damn. Okay.
Let me know if you need a hand. I'll ping Jordan.
Okay. So I have not watched any reviews on this printer yet. I want to go into it blind. The only thing is I'm on some of the Facebook groups, and a lot of people said they were having issues with feet getting damaged. God damn. I really need to lose weight. I'm so fucking fat. Whoa, okay. So the directions
pull out
for
the
taking
filament and stuff.
I'm going to take some of this out. It says to lift it all out, but I'm going to take this all out down here so there's less weight. All right.
Yeah, because the CFS is in there.
So,
there's like 3 spools of filament.
So this corner is where it got hit in shipping. It looks fine. So we'll find out. It's got that new Chinesium smell. Okay. What is? It's a toolkit. It's a little toolbox. Okay. We got a ton of PTFE. I'll show all this stuff here. I'm going to take everything out. I'm going to show it off on the bench here. So here's a screen. It says connect to the internet to update the firmware before printing. So you know what this tells me? We just shipped it with fucked up firmware. Don't use it.
I know there's been a few well, they probably packaged it and had the beta testers.
This is neat. They're trying to sell you on their filament.
Oh yeah, they have a little swatch.
Yeah. And there's like this box. I'll keep taking stuff. I keep getting sidetracked. Some for the CFS.
Looks like the hub.
Spool holder. Nozzle. Looks like the same kind of nozzle as in the K1 Max. All right. Okay. Oh, these aren't even full. These are half-kilogram ones. Those
I mean,
cheap
you get 3 of them.
Yeah, I guess that's what bamboo does. Okay. I'm assuming the CFS is in here. Yeah, here it is. Okay. I did not realize this was linear rails on the X. This actually looks really nice. All right, let's get the CFS out.
Is it bolted in like the
Hang on.
AMS
We might. Okay, I think it's time to get it up on the bench. All right. Hey, on the bright side, I was going to say I could file workman's comp claim, but I opted out of my own coverage. So, okay.
You want me to message Jordan?
Hang on. Holy, okay. Oh God. That's more than 75 pounds. Holy crap.
I think it's a steel frame.
It is. It's I think they said it's a die cast frame.
Yeah, die cast steel frame.
Oh,
like they did a lot of work on this compared to like the old Ender 3.
Yeah, so like I was talking to one of my buddies about this, and I was telling the specs and the price. He's like, "That's actually really good." I was like, "I know. That's why I'm like excited." Okay. Hey, it's got a poop chute. Okay. Oh man. All right. It's up. Here it is. I'm so glad I have this giant ass workbench. All right. This sucks though, having the directions on the top of the box. Okay.
I mean, I think they have didn't they have a packet?
No, I tell you how to unbox everything on here. I didn't see a packet. Wait.
I thought I saw like a white paper.
No, this is the directions for the cable for the CFS. Maybe there's one. I'm assuming this is the toolkit. This right here. Nope, just tool. This is nice. Even comes with like a little. They give you like an actual screwdriver here. Oh no, it's like a plastic handle. I mean, it's better than whatever. Feels very premium. Okay. So it says to take this off. All right, we're just gonna use our common sense and start taking things off. Oh, it's
iPod's just watching us to see what to expect.
Hey John, if you give me $100, I'll come help you unbox it. Or just take me out to cook me some steak. Okay. Are these side panels glass or acrylic? I hope they're acrylic. I feel like acrylic. Thank you. I know, like, I don't understand what everybody's obsession with glass is. Like, I'm that guy that when computer cases started going to glass, I'm like, I'm good. I have 2 computer cases of glass, but I much prefer acrylic. Oh. My USB is being stupid. Hang on. Can you still hear me?
Yeah. The camera just frozen.
Something just happened. Hang on. I don't know what happened here. Why is this? Come on, man. Let me restart the hub.
Oh. Chat. And I hid you because it showed your desktop. Nope. Mike. Hey, Xavier. No mic, Tim. I'm surprised the plastic held up.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Okay. All right. So this seems to be. I think this is glass. This is the top. I think this is the top. All right. So I'm going to take the rest of this off.
As someone who's shattered a glass door like Uncle Jesse has, I'm not a fan of them.
So my feet seem to be fine. This is gonna be really hard to get in frame because this machine is so big. Let's see. There's a lot of things. Well, maybe it's from me, but I feel like there's a lot of fingerprints on here that are not mine.
I can hear you, but I gotta go grab a package off the port.
Fine. The factory. Okay. Well, I got some fucking, or I got some schmoo on my door from the tape. If you guys can see that, there's some schmoo on my door because it looks like it was like repacked or something. The weird thing is, I didn't see them sitting on something because it's not sitting flat. Oh, wait, I think hang on. Wow. No, the feet. This one's like rotated. Weird. Good now? Still like wobbles a little bit. I don't know if it's adjustable. I tried turning it to see if it is. I don't think it is. All right, let me try to get this off. This takes a while. It's probably gonna take longer to get everything unboxed than it does to get it running. My question is, if you don't have internet where you're using this, can you download the firmware over USB?
I'm pretty sure you were able to.
I mean, most of all their other printers. Man, this is a heavy machine. This is probably like this is heavier than that big printer we built. Probably because this is a steel frame. We did aluminum on the Beast. This is heavier than the Beast.
Yeah, that's gonna be quite a bit heavier.
Yeah. So we got USB on the side here. There's RFID right here, which is.
It looks like you can download the image files.
Can you? Okay.
Also, don't forget you get to check out Creality Print.
Yeah. So I think this screw is loose. Okay, hang on. Let me take a look at this foot here. This printer is not easy to move around at all. Not even a little bit. Man, why did they go with such a heavy frame? That's wild. Let's just see if I can screw this foot in because this one's spinning. Now it's screwed all the way in. Can I unscrew it? I can unscrew. I'll take a look at it. There's no. Some of the threads came out with it. I guess this is way better than what I saw in the Facebook groups, where some people's frame was completely cracked because of shipping in the corner. Okay. So we got to figure out what the next thing is. Oh my God. Okay. So let's see. My hinges look okay. Some people had issues where the hinges popping off. I saw we have a flex plate on the bed already.
Is
Okay,
the door
this bracket.
replaceable?
The door is glued to the hinges, so not easily.
Awesome.
Not easily. I do see it's laminated. They have a laminate coating on here, which is different from all the other machines. It feels nice. These hinges feel nice and smooth. What this does mean is we probably will not be able to make a panel for this that will easily replace this, unless we are able to source the hinges. So it does feel really nice. Like, it does feel like it's a high-end printer, which for the price I would expect that. Because this machine, just the machine without the 4 colors, is $1,300. All right, now it's getting warm here. I'm gonna take my hoodie off. Okay, so according to the box, I need to unscrew eight screws in the front here that hold the CFS in. So there's one over here, there's one over here, this one, this one, this one, this one, and then there's, oh, sorry, there's 10 screws. And there's 2 up here. So, okay.
Wait, you can actually access the Bowden tubes? You don't have to take the entire fucking thing apart? Oh my gosh.
I know, right? Bamboo should take note. So that's good. It seems like they had some serviceability in mind. At least at some point. I mean, the whole thing is, I would expect it to be. Oh, I'm glad I grabbed the drill. You see how long these screws are that go in here?
Oh, jeez.
I was about to do that by hand. If you guys don't have like a little powered screwdriver, highly recommended. Makes things go a lot faster.
Either one of these, like, wow sticks or whatever they're called. These are good for, like, small things. Or I have...
This is good for small things because this does have an adjustable, like, torque setting. It's
sometimes you can't get that into
well,
places.
we'll see. It'll probably be the case on some of these. Okay. So I'm actually using the bits from our screwdriver set, which are magnetic. Yeah, what I like about this Milwaukee driver, hey Milwaukee, sponsor me. I'm a Milwaukee slut, okay? What I like about this is it actually has a decent amount of torque if you crank it up, but it also is gentle enough to not, on the lowest setting, to not strip out M2 screws. So
yeah, when the wow stick doesn't have enough torque, I have this one. When this doesn't have enough torque, I have an impact driver behind me.
I'm actually surprised. I'm actually able to get my screwdriver in here because this is a screwdriver. I'll show you guys, I'm sure, but actually that's a drill. So Neckbeard's in the chat. Look what it says. What does that say? Screwdriver.
Now I need to put...
All right. That wasn't too terrible. All right, so okay, I think I gotta pull this out now. I'd say the CFS is probably about, it weighs about as much as Olivia, so like 16 pounds, I'd say. Around there. You can see that there's like some residue on here. I'm gonna get clean this up. It's really bothering me. Oh wait, let me just It's like whoever packed this, they accidentally peeled the tape that covers this or the protective film, and then just put the tape right on my glass. On the beach. All right. That's much better. Look at that. Much better. Give it a week and it'll be covered in dust and there'll be filament scraps piled in the bottom. Just like every other enclosed machine.
I just had to clean out my SV08 from a lot of that.
Okay, so it says remove the screw rod holder before using the printer. Should I just leave these in here? This has dual fans on it. You know those cross-flow fans? There's two. There's one here and there's one here. There's two of them.
Meant for that high-speed print.
All right. There are 4 rolls of film. There's another one, another ½ kilo. Well, there's like 6 pounds of plastic in here. 4 ½ kilo. Yeah, so there's 2 kilograms of plastic they give you in total. They got 10 millimeter width belts on here. This is like Remo's personal hell because there's like a giant box in here and he's terrified of boxes for some reason. Okay, so there's a sticker in the back. Here, let me give you guys the money shot. You guys can take a look inside. There we go. Looks good. I can see the rail's been lubricated.
Yeah.
It's like a nice thin lube, so that's good. Oh, I see. Oh, there's stuff to peel in here. There's stuff to peel. There's a cable. There's like a cable cover in here that's just kind of fapping about. Like it came off. Maybe. Like this right here. Yeah, there's a board back there. We're gonna want to get in there.
I think that's like the main board, one of the main boards, and
in the chamber.
RFID.
In the heated chamber.
Got
it.
RFID board, the USB board.
Okay.
What else?
I win. There's 3 boards up here. Oh, there's an Ethernet board in here. There's an Ethernet board. There's a Wi-Fi. Dude, having this in the chamber is pretty ballsy.
Also, there's no.
No, there's not. So this is the Ethernet cable. So this is on an extension. They did this on the K1 Max too. I mean, it's fine. It's just something to point out.
Sam really wanted them to move all that.
This should really be in the rear.
And they're like, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
This is a heated chamber up to 60 C. This has got, if you want to look this up, it's a T113-I for the SoC. The boards look nice. Here's a camera, plugs in here.
I pulled that up before.
What?
I pulled up that data sheet before. It's a dual core ARM A7 processor.
This is a clipper machine. All right, I'm going to put this cover back on. I peeled the protective film off.
Oh yeah, there's no cooling, is there?
There's no cooling in here. I think a good mod would probably be good to add cooling and like ducting. So luckily this is all ducted. It wouldn't be too terrible to try to add cooling, but yeah, not a good design choice because electronics don't like heat. I don't know why you would put all this in here instead of putting it in the rear. I just want to see if this snaps on, because if this doesn't, I'm going to bitch at them. Yeah, it snapped on. All right. Let's pull this paper out here. This, I think, just holds a fan. There's 3 fans in the rear here for exhaust, which is nice. So, and if you guys are new to the channel, I'm not one of these guys that goes on regardless. Like, we rarely ever get printers sent to us because the Chinese companies don't like that we will not. They don't like that we're honest about machines. So
they want us to just open up, print.
Yeah, and just
it's like, oh, this is amazing.
I'm not one of those guys. It's like, oh my god, it's so cool, guys. Click my affiliate link. There's no affiliate link. I bought this because I thought it was cool. Paid my own American dollars. And here we are. Oh, I see the PTC. There's a PTC.
I was about to say there's 2 exhaust and 1 is the actual.
So this is just to keep these grills in. Yeah, so there's 2 exhausts, and I see they got that carbon filter stuff. I don't really care about filtration. I really don't. Some people are like really weird about it. Whatever. But there's the chamber heater right here. I will nitpick. I feel like this should be down here because heat rises. This is in the center. Although we do have the fans in here on either side to circulate it. Again.
Oh, Tripod, they actually sent you the printer?
Did Tripod get one for free?
Yeah, the first time they've sent him to review one.
Wow. Oh, yeah, so there's a carbon filter. Let's see. Can I get this out? My K1 Max, this looks like the same filter the K1 Max has, and it's a pain to get this out. Yeah.
Robert, yes, it does have a chamber. Heater. Also, those filters suck.
Yeah, because they don't even there's straight holes in them.
Yeah, they're like they can't. There should be like an actual layer of carbon, not just a little bit of carbon speckled here and there.
You think I can probably pop this out? It looks like it's got like 4 little peg holes here, or maybe they're screw holes. Should I try popping this out or leave it for now?
For now, leave it.
All right. Oh, hey, it's got a wiper that's like the bamboo ones we sell, which are nice. See the wiper in the back?
We're not sure yet. We haven't opened it up and looked at
there
that.
You go.
Slide
it's actually got like a nice wiper instead of a stupid roller. All right. So
Emil likes your watch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Here, I'll show it off because I'm loaded with my $20 Casio. Hang on. We got multiple time zones and alarms. And hang on, we got a backlight, which you can't see because my fill light lit. Like we got a backlight and a 10-year battery, $20 on Amazon. You know what? I used to have like smartwatches and I got tired of them. I was like, you know what? I don't care. You see how beat up this thing is? Look at this. See how beat up this? Well, maybe it doesn't look terrible on camera, but it's scratched up. I don't care. It's $20.
Yeah, Jeff, the one I designed for the Beast actually has filtration, not just a little bit of carbon here and here.
I love these Chihuahua. Okay, so now the box has stopped giving me directions. So I know I have to take these out because I've worked, like, this is all the printers. So these little arrows, you got these 4 screws. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 that bolt the bed down for shipping, which is great. Great idea. Should I power the I'm going to take these out. I'm going to see if the printer tells me to remove these when I power it on, because the directions on top of the printer have stopped now. So
just in case it tries to move, you're removing.
Huh?
But just in case it wants to move, you're popping them out.
Sadly, I think it's time I might have to upgrade this computer because it's getting a little long in the tooth.
I need that watch face for my Apple Watch. Blasphemy.
I love it. I love it. It's great. Like, for $20, you can't complain. All right, let's see. Oh,
that looks.
Well, this for sure was tested at the factory. There's like oil and stuff on here. Do I got a Chinese guy's fingerprint in here somewhere? I'm looking. All right. That is a weird surface. Yeah, you know what this is from? This is probably from them sliding it on. There's like a texture surface on here. That's a weird magnet. It is a nice thick magnet. It's like right around the same thickness as ours.
Yeah, the bed itself was supposed to be pretty thick as well.
Let's see.
That's from the CFS.
I'm happy with it. No, it's probably from what I just did here. So like if I drag it here. Yeah, look at it. It's just from putting the plate on. It's cosmetic. It doesn't matter. That's a weird bed surface, though. Or like magnet surface. Whatever. It works. It feels strong enough. Again, I would expect to have a premium magnet on a machine like this. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put. It doesn't tell me to put the screen on. Did we see directions anywhere other than the top of the machine?
I thought there was supposed to be
Let me check in the CFS.
a little packet.
Nope, there's nothing in here. This is it. We're done with the directions on the box.
I could have sworn there was supposed to be a small booklet.
That's it. All right. So, how do you know? How do you know? Maybe it's in this bag. Let me check in this bag. Got the 485 cable. This for the CFS here. Yeah, there's no directions here.
There is a manual on their website.
So there's screen base, which I would assume, but like, okay, for a person that has never built a printer before, this is going to be a first printer for a lot of people. If you think about it, it is.
Turn it upside down, look in the box.
Oh, hang on. I think it's stuck in the top.
Filament on fire, just called it.
There it is. I got it. It's a thick boy. Okay.
I was pulling up the actual manual on their website.
Call customer support. That's a good one. I have better chances of getting the actual president on the phone of the U.S. than getting a hold of Creality support. All right, more stickers. I'm going to throw in the trash. We got the CFS install guide, and we got the printer. All right. So, dear user of Creality Cloud. Okay, so here we go. Unboxing. It tells you how to put the screen on. I'm not going to bore you guys with this. I'm just going to do it. So there's 4 screws that go into the bracket, and then the screen locks into there. The spool holder bolts onto the side. Thank you, God, for putting it on the side. Oh, damn, Derek. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Hey, Derek, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so I got to bolt the spool holder on, and I got to put, there's a PTFE tube. It tells me, it just says connect the Teflon tube as shown. It doesn't tell me what length. That's it. Now, okay, the reason this is so thick is it's in a bajillion languages. That's it. It's just the same thing in multiple languages. So I guess that's it. Then I'll look through the CFS manual. It does tell you to take the screws out of the base and take those rod holders. So let me bolt the screen on and the spool holder on. Screws you use though for the spool holder, although the screws are with the screen, so that makes it easy. And there is a key, so there's a little hole here offset. It is there. This is keyed, so that's nice. So you can't really, you could put it on the wrong way if you're really dumb, but it gives you a way to line it up so you know it's going on the right direction. So that's nice. Okay. Go ahead and get this on. Look at that. And give it a little more.
Ooga
Well, it's not an impact. There's no Ugga. Although, Derek, I haven't heard from you in a while. I better see you in the Grumpy Dog server later. We have a new game we've been playing that's a lot of fun. And actually, Tori, you might be able to play that game and not get motion sick like Lethal Company.
What is it? Lockdown? I have it.
Yeah, Lockdown Protocol, dude. It's fun. We've been enjoying it. All right, so now I got to pull this. This is holding the cable for the screen on the inside. So I got to push this through the front here. Packaging wise, I think they did a good job on packaging this, which I guess their video showing that they did testing and all this stuff for proper packaging was not just BS. All right, let's see. So the nice thing is, since we do these live streams, if there's ever an issue, Creality can't be like, you guys damaged it, because we're doing it live. All right, so this goes in here. This is kind of awkward. I like pull the cable back a little bit into the machine. All right, that's locked on there. Feels good. Okay. Okay, let's look at the CFS. So, what do we got to do for the CFS?
Derek, this is my birthday Christmas present.
Does it not tell you how to hook this? Does it not tell you how to? It literally doesn't tell you how to hook the CFS up. So this is the CFS manual. Creality Cloud, they really want you to go on the cloud shit. And there's like pictures here, and that's it. They don't tell you how to hook anything up. So I guess we're on our own when it comes to hook it up. Okay.
I know there's a hub.
Yeah.
PTF YouTube.
I'm assuming this is the top. The directions did not mention it. Well, they said it should be in here, but they didn't tell you where to put it. But I guess they figure you're probably smart enough to figure that out. There we go. Oh no, I've got a blemish on the coating on here. You got, where is it? It's right here. You guys, wait. You can kind of see it in the ring light. Look at the reflection of the ring light. You see that? That blemish in the coating? No, it's not a scratch. It's a blemish. There's a film. There's like a plastic film over it. Probably so when it breaks, not if, when it breaks, it doesn't popcorn ever. It'll popcorn, but it'll try to keep the pieces together. Yeah. But at least we can make a panel for this to replace it. Send it back. No, I'll just complain and be like, give me a partial refund. I don't care. I'm just being nitpicky. I mean, it was an expensive printer. I literally paid almost $1,000 for this. Like, just fit.
And that's the pre-sale price.
That's a pre-sale price. All right. Well, I guess we're on our own figuring out the CFS. I'm sorry that the angle sucks, but this machine is so damn big that like having to do weird stuff with my camera. I should get a wide angle lens for this camera. I really should, because we're using the Sony A6000s. We can change the lens.
Yeah, probably be pretty good for stuff like this.
Here's the CFS.
It's so tiny compared to the printer. Slide back and forth. Yeah.
Okay. Feels nice. It says no TPU, no PVA, and no BVOH, and then no extra wide spools, and no messed up deformed spools.
That's smart. They don't want to deal with it.
This is very awkward to work with. It's so big. So there's no directions on how to do this. You know, I'm going to power it up and see what it does. Because, like, there's no directions for the CFS. Yeah, see if it tells me what to do on the screen. Spool holder. The screws for the spool holder are on the printer. Hey, right here.
Not bad. Also, pull out your. Do you have a RFID scanner on your phone?
I do.
So all those spools should be tagged.
I got a Pixel 8 Pro. That should have it on there, right?
Pretty sure. Lost. Does the CMS just sit on top of the glass, no holder mount? Yep.
Looks like the bamboo. I've seen people posting this in the bamboo users, and the bamboo users are getting super salty, especially the X1 users that paid basically the same price for a much smaller printer with less features. It's kind of funny.
Oh, Nathan builds robots. He's just been having a blast.
Okay, so hang on. Let's see if we can figure this out. So I've got all these PTFE tubes, and there's a random black box here. This has to bolt up somewhere back here. I'm assuming, looking at the screws, this probably goes here.
From what I've seen, yes.
This way?
Let me actually
this way?
pull up
I'm
the
assuming
guide.
this way. Oh, yeah, because there's a logo on here. I'm assuming this goes up. Screws aren't in here, though. Do you use screws from something you took out? No. What's in here? Let's see what's in the mystery box. Oh, screws.
Apparently in the guide, in the unboxing guide, there is connecting the CFS option guide.
In the guide here?
Yeah, it's right after the spool holder.
You are wrong. Survey says you are a liar. It goes to Spanish. Let me flip further, but I think it was just all other languages. I got it in Russian too. Yeah, it is not in here, sir. Yeah, that's not what I have. All right, zoom that in so I can see that. Zoom it in. Okay. Okay, unboxing. Okay, so I was right with that goes. Okay, do not block the poop chute. Okay, so we got to put... All right, so there's a spare little... Okay, there's a spare filament sensor board in here. There's a cutter. There's a PTFE fitting clip. There's something here. I guess we'll figure out what this is. I'm just going to put these in here. There's all spare parts. Thermal
Have a good one, Derek. Thanks for stopping by, dude.
They give you 3 spare wiper things, little wiper thingies.
Yeah, because those.
I don't care. I don't care. You shouldn't. My thing is, you shouldn't have to go online to set the printer up. It should be in the box. The directions should be in the damn box. For an entire printer. We're not talking about like an accessory or something small. Oh, actually, hang on here. Look at PTFE spool holder. Hang on, let me hide you real quick. So let's go through these really quick. See what we can surmise on our own here. So this goes here. Okay. And then this is for...
Well, no, is there not a splitter?
I think it's like the bamboo where you got to disconnect it. Is this the same? This is almost the same way. So do you just like that? Just do that with the side spool. This says this goes to the CFS. PTFE too short. This goes to CFS. Okay, this goes between the CFS and the splitter here. I'm going to set up for CMS. Okay, and then these are spares. It says PTFE tube spare, which is nice.
Well, yeah, because you're using the cheap white stuff in a...
Yeah, so... Hold up, do we not need this thing if we're running only one CFS? Because there's...
Because that's what powers and controls it.
Hang on, I'm looking. There's 2 cables here. Hang on, let me look at this. This one goes to the left. Okay, so this powers that splitter. Okay, so this one, this short cable gets plugged in on the left side here. Which I'm pretty sure these are the same exact connectors Bamboo uses. And this goes to the little buffer here. So let me screw this buffer on.
And yes, they are the same cables and connectors.
Are they?
or the AMS.
Crest,
I'm not sure if they're the same.
Same pin out. That's what's going to be my going to be my next statement. There is, will they be the same pin out? I would assume
probably one of the
not.
$1,000 printers.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't feel like finding out right now. Okay, yeah, these are the screws for the back thing here, for the buffer. Wait, is this not the right screw? Hold up. It's not the right screw. What screw are you supposed to use then? The only like pack of screws in this. Oh wait, there's 3 different screws in here. Okay, I thought these were all the same. One's a tapered one and one's not tapered. I wonder what this tapered one's for. So there's a tapered one, a countersunk one, and then there's 2 that are not countersunk. I'm assuming the 2 that are not countersunk will probably fit. These are the only other screws that came with the machine. No, these are not long enough. Creality. Where are the screws to bolt this on? I wonder if there's supposed to be screws there. I wonder if there's supposed to be screws here, and whoever did my printer at the factory forgot to put it on here.
I'm not seeing. Like, it doesn't say how long they're supposed to be.
That's it. That's all we have for screws. I'm gonna double check these packets here, but yeah, there's 3 screws here. I don't know what these are for. They're not labeled. They all came in a bag. So there's 2 regular M3s and there's a countersunk one. They were in a little packet for me. Well, these are not long enough. Yeah, and actually I can see in the injection molding, those would definitely not be long enough. Maybe I got a Friday unit and they just said, he doesn't need them. He's got a billion screws. He can find them. He got the pre-order price. What's he gonna do? Yeah, that's it. I don't have any other screws that'll fit that came with the machine. Do you see anything in the manual? He said they were silver and labeled for buffer. It just says install it. It doesn't show the screws in there.
It doesn't show what size they are or anything.
So I'm missing screws.
It's the 2 buffer screws.
Oh, hang on. I take that back. It was over on the spools there. Did you guys see that? Okay, I found them. And there's an unboxing wrench. It's our official unboxing wrench, Tori. It says unboxing wrench.
Fancy.
Okay, I take it back. It's here. I don't know why my other fill light just shut off, but it did. All right, continue on. That was my fault. I was about to go get my screw assortment out. All right, we're good.
All right, and you're installing it the correct direction.
Well, there's a logo on it. If I install it the wrong way, it would be upside
Well, you can
down.
install upside down.
Yeah, but the logo would be upside down. It would bother me. So, okay. So this is supposed to go in here. Look at that.
Fancy little buffer system.
You gotta kind of like. And the question is, can I relieve this by just? Oh, they're doing a push thing here. Oh, that is nice. Okay. So you gotta kind of like find the hole, wiggle it around in there. You know, sometimes it doesn't go right in. You gotta kind of wiggle it around, find the hole, but then it goes in. Okay, so we're nearing power on time. All right, I'm going to connect the next cable. So this goes from here, right,
all the way to the bottom.
And there's a power port here. This is probably so you can use it on another machine. So there's a 24-volt power port here. And this goes down here. You guys can just barely see it. There's a port here. Nothing exciting. the others, and I was like wondering if they're all like that. Because I was about to be like, is there something wrong? No, they're all like that. Okay. Alrighty. And then PTFE tube long goes from here to, I guess, any one of these. It shows it in the top left here.
Yeah. I don't think it would really matter.
It probably doesn't matter. Okay. I have so many baggies here. I have spare parts, which is nice. All right, moving this stuff. If I'm looking for tubing or other stuff, the little black box of random crap is above my keyboard if I forget. Chat, I'm relying on you guys to remind me, okay? If I'm looking for something, a black box of random stuff is in front of my keyboard.
Everybody completely forget what he said.
Well, you know what? If they forget, they're fired, okay? They're fired. And you'll not get a refund. Okay, these swatches are not even printed.
What?
These are not printed swatches. They're injection molded. They're not printed. They're injection molded, and they put fake layer lines on them. Nixon, you might not. Hang on. It's hard to show up on here. There's like fake layer lines on here. But these are 100% injection molded. So Creality's so lazy, they can't even print test pieces. There's literally injection molding marks on these.
That's weird.
Didn't Bamboo get in heat for doing that? You know what I'm gonna do with this? It's going in the trash. It's literally just an advertisement. I'm throwing it out.
Yeah,
But
it's not like we're gonna be.
No, I got Polymaker Filament and our Filament. Those are like the two brands I print. That's it. I really haven't printed outside of Polymaker and our stuff because between their two lines, there's like everything I need.
Yeah. Kristen, right. Yeah, I'm offended because it's supposed to be a representation of their filament.
Ready?
When it's not even their filament.
Should I turn this off or should I turn this on when with the screen facing? Because I'm gonna have to like turn this on and
okay. I want to see the screen.
It's so heavy. And is there going to be fire? Let's see. Okay, it's on. I turn the switch. Okay. Let's see what it does. It's definitely been tested. There's schmoo on the nozzle already. It's been tested.
I mean, that's good.
Okay, so I'm gonna see what they have hype. There's black PLA in here. I'm gonna do it with their filament. So all right.
Okay, I know how the benchy on it is supposed to look for the multicolor, and I hate it.
Okay. You hate it?
Well, the benchy has a multicolor version specifically for multicolor that has like everything colored correctly.
Tripod said the missus and I just got ours on the bench.
Oh boy.
John, are you building yours right now? Should we pull you in for a dual stream? We were going to do a dual stream with Emerson and his wife, but he got impatient and wanted to just unbox it.
Understandable.
All right, so we got blue, red. There better be white. America, red, white, blue.
Wasn't there a fourth school? Oh, yeah. America the other day.
Hang on. Yeah, they got white, red, white, and blue. Woohoo! Woohoo! We should print an American flag. All right, you said to check the RFID. I don't know. I know I have NFC. Like, hang on. I have like an NFC Tools app on here. Here, NFC Tools Pro. I don't think NFC is the same thing as RFID, is it? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It read it.
What kind of information we got?
Tag type NXP. MyFair Classic 1K. Technologies available. NFCA. MyFair Classic. NDEF formatable. Memory information. Let's see. Read memory. Hang on. Looks like there are some error problems. Hang on. Let me read memory. Read memory.
3D Experience. Their slicer is just a reskinned, customized version of Orca Slicer, so you should be able to use
there's really nothing that's human readable in here, but my phone can read it. Hey, you see it? Do you see what I just did? All you iPhone peasants that use iPhones, you guys can't do this with your phone because Daddy Apple says you don't get access to your radios and do what you want. Unless they change that, because I tried doing this with Krista's and can't do it. Like, literally, I can just go here and pull it up. There's 2 tags on each spool, and it's reading both of them.
Well, now that the bamboo tags are finally cracked, people can make third-party ones.
I hope you don't have to use their slicer for multicolor. Yeah. The encoded string says, help, I'm being held prisoner in a filament factory. Okay, let's go here. Let's do the setup. Let's connect the Chinese spy device to my Wi-Fi just for now. I'm hoping to God we can root this and take all their crap off, just like I did on my K-series. The slicer is chit, but Orca doesn't really work with it. Oh, that's a shame. All right, let's see. Next, English. Okay, it does say remove 4 screws. I did that. You guys can see this okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, please keep the green cube in the diagram clear of debris and click next. Okay, there's nothing in there. Oh yeah, send. We're gonna your models. Your firstborn male child is ours, and it must have our last name.
Tripod said, "Give me a few minutes. So let's catch up and send me an invite."
Okay, so Ethernet. It does have hardwired internet Ethernet. I'm gonna put it. It does have dual band, so it's seeing my 5G network. So y'all can get out of here. You can look at my Ender 3s over here. That's what you can do. You can look at my Ender 3s while I'm putting my password in. It's got the same verbal keyboard that K1 has. Damn it.
Tripod. Check your Twitter. Is where I sent it.
He's not telling him, you know, right? He's in the group chat.
Tripod is?
Yeah. He just never says anything. He's that guy in the group chat that just lurks and doesn't say anything ever. Okay.
Like me?
Yeah.
No, I occasionally say stuff.
Yeah, like when you told us that the one the Intel CEO resigned.
Oh yeah. No. Emerson said the Intel CEO resigned. I said another CEO was resigned.
Yeah, I totally thought it was true. I didn't realize you were making a joke. I was like, okay, so I go to hit the. Oh, hang on. Like this one's still, dude. I gotta redo the cameras on here. Hang on.
Hey, you're having the same issue I was having with mine before I got a new computer.
Yeah, that's why I said I think it's about time I'm gonna have to get a new system. I mean, dude, I built this. I did a live stream. I don't know if it's on the channel in 2018 in my old condo building this computer. This is an i9 9900K. Honestly, I'll probably take the 9900K out of here and put it in the theater PC because that's got a 9600K in it. And then I'll probably just sell the board in the 9600 at eBay. I could probably get about 120, 130 bucks for them, if not more.
I like my.
All right. I wonder if we can. So.
2800X3D.
Oh, this is what I was going to show you here. I got a 3070 in here. My downstairs computer has a 5900X and a 3090. That one's not getting upgraded. But here, so I hit the IP. This is what I get when I hit the IP address of the printer. So like,
you might need a.
That's it. That's the page source. So there's no web UI right now. Maybe when I do the 7800X 3D, that wasn't out when I built my 5900.
Emil, yes,
Okay.
that's what I have.
That's probably, is that what should I get? What's like, I don't need crazy gaming on this. I'm not going to change the graphics card. I have 64 gigs of DDR4 in here. Is there a way to keep my RAM? Or DDR5 is, you have to go DDR5 in the 78, right?
Yeah.
You know what I might do? I might.
DCC said add 4409
Oh, really?
for the port.
That's stupid. I feel like somebody else told me that. Oh, I think Emerson told me. Hang on. 4409. Oh, let me let this do the calibration. I'm not doing the Creality Cloud. Okay, it says it's going to take 16 minutes. It's going to do the self-check. 4409. I'm getting nothing on 4409. Maybe 4408. Oh, they got fluid on here. I hate fluid. Main cell all the way.
I actually just swapped over this printer to main sale.
Yeah, I love main cell. Look at, they got fluid. The camera's not even set up.
Wait. Let's go into the configs while we wait.
Yeah, while it's doing the config. Yeah, it's doing a bunch of shit here. Hang on, I gotta turn the heat down in my office because it's not turning off for some reason. It's very hot. Well, it's still heating. Oh yeah, I set the set point to 66 at 65. So
you still can't get to the camera. What a bit nuts was saying.
Okay, cameras. Add camera. Let's see if that pops. Nope. So we got to figure out the URLs for the camera. Otherwise, it's not going to load it. All right. You said, is it system on fluid? No. Wait. Tune configuration. There it is. All right. Here you go, Tor.
CFG. Sensorless CFG. Include box CFG.
What?
That's a weird baud rate.
I was just about to say that. 230K?
No, what I'm curious about is the box CFG.
Oh, just made a loud thud. I think the bed just bottomed out.
Yeah, it has the sensors at the bottom for the bed.
It's going up. Wow. This bed is cruising. It's going like this. It moved quick. That bed moved. Damn.
Oh, don't forget to download Creality Slicer.
I don't wanna. Box.ca. Here you go, Tori. Is this what you wanted? Yeah, this is
over serial.
Yep.
Auto address.
It's probably 45 because it's probably RS-45. That's an actual protocol. Load AI.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
It is doing input shaping, but it's like, what it's doing. Here, since it's actually moving, I'll move this over here.
G-code check.
Oh, it just banged the front of the printer.
Box check material. That's the RFID stuff.
Here, do you want me to download this and send it to you? Here, I was gonna do this. I'll include all those. Create zip. But let me do that. Is it gonna let me, or is it just taking that long? Hang on, let's see. I'll just grab these. No, you're not gonna let me.
Really, you should.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to send them to you one by one. So hang on. K2 plus CFG. Oh, you know, I'll do tour. I'll put them in our OneDrive shared. I'll go to on our internal shared folders. I just made a folder called K2 plus config, and I'm just putting them in there right now.
That's good.
Download. We got like 15. Well, probably like 13 minutes by now. While it does its like config, so it's doing its initial thing. I'm just downloading all these.
How they're doing.
Yeah, and then you can screen share because you're gonna be more familiar. I mean, I'm pretty well versed in Clipper now, but you're definitely better than me. Oh, it's not saving them. Hang on, I gotta tell it to keep them because it's in. Wait, unverified download blocked. Come on, browser. I hate that these browsers, because it's coming over HTTP. Oh, you don't want this. It's not HTTPS, bro. It's a fucking private address. Download it. I told you to download it. Download it. Keep. Download unverified file. All right, they're very small, so you should see them already. Do you see them?
I'm pulling it up right now. Where is it?
Pull that up, Jamie. All right, I'll stop sharing. You can share your configs. Hey, you can see me. Look at. Oh wait, there we go. Hey, Tor.
Hi.
Oh man, they're gonna see that I'm not wearing pants. Oh, there we go. It's taken off.
Is that in the center of the bed?
It's close enough. Uncle Jesse and just fling the door open. You know, I sent him a tweet on Twitter, 100% serious, that I would give him a. I didn't realize I was zoomed in still. I said I will send you a K1 Max door and laser engrave your logo on it for our acrylic doors. I'm gonna put the filament in and see what it. Should I put the filament in the CFS while this is doing this?
Yeah, get it loaded up.
Yeah, we're gonna do
also
it in
download
red.
the.
I don't want to download the Creality slicer. I don't want to do it, Tor. Why do you keep telling me to do that? Why would I want that on my computer? What's the nozzle size? It's a nozzle. It's probably a 0.4. I really hope this printer's good, because I want Bamboo to get their comeuppance when it comes to. Oh, it just grabbed it. Okay. Okay, so the CFS grabs the filament very quickly. Just a warning, kind of jolted me a little bit there.
Well, the reason the K2, we have this K2 and with all these fancy features is because Bamboo came out with the
and they're like, oh crap, we can't keep regurgitating Ender 3 variations. We got to innovate. I mean, honestly, with the Chinese in this market, it's not even worth trying to do stuff like this. Sad as that sounds. Because consumers want the cheapest price. That'd be cool if we had the, funds to hire somebody to do this kind of stuff and build a printer like this. But, okay. So it will not take another roll of filament until the first one, or the last one, is done loading. So far, you said I did that, red, white, and blue? With the American flag on the background there?
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying it'd be cool if we could have, like...
lots of shit hidden.
I'm sure it does. I was saying it'd be nice if, like... Okay, never mind. I'm just going to give up.
I was going to say, now that we have...
Did you see how quickly it grabbed it? I will say putting the filament in here is way smoother than the Bamboo. So I have an X1 carbon with the AMS. That is way smoother. So can I change, like...
No, there's no...
Oh, it's just display.
There's no heater or anything. It just tells you the
humidity. I thought it was... I swear to God, I thought someone told me there was a heater.
Nope.
What?
That's where I think they kind of missed out on the CFS.
So at least a fan in here to like circulate the air. Okay.
I'm not sure if there's a fan.
When the Big Tree Tech AMS comes out in March, I want you to configure the beast to use it. So that, Jeff, we'll probably have to drive down. Oh, wait, I just realized this. There's an error on our test here.
Yeah, that's why I was asking what failed.
The heat break fan, which is like the one that cools the hot end.
Needs to be on. Jeff, the Big Tree Tech.
So is this dead out of the box? Because we can't print with that fan messed up.
Well, once it's done with its test.
I'm going to take a picture of that just in case I need to send it to Creality.
And this was tested.
That's a lot of error. Holy cow. Wow. That's a lot of error.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be able to print PLA without opening it up.
Well, see, yeah. It could, I bet it's probably just like a plug isn't seated all the way.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. It says it's doing auto leveling, so I got to let it finish. It's weird that it doesn't just...
Oh, it's heating up.
It is. You know, I can tell the lights on my printer rack are like pulsing right now. Because I'm pretty sure this has an AC bed, and those are on the same circuit.
Yeah, that thing's moving.
I said it's cruising. So it homes to max? It looks like it homes to max.
That way, if you lose power, it can still home.
That's actually a good idea. So my question is, if it's doing auto leveling, is the bed? Oh, I don't want to touch it because I think there's sensors in the bed, isn't there?
I think it's in the tool head. There's like a strain gauge.
There's a silicone heater pad on there. I can see it on the edge here, and I can see the red pad over here. Oh, hang on. Hello?
Leveling MCU.
Hello? Are you there? Hello? Can you hear me? Call back if you can hear me. Ding. I thought we were gonna I thought we were gonna get to mess with a scammer there while we're waiting for this to finish its auto leveling.
GD32 F303 CBT6.
You gonna share your screen? I'm assuming you're looking at the configs.
Yeah, I don't have them downloaded. I just opened up SharePoint.
That's fine. You can just share your browser then. We'll let this finish its auto leveling, and then we're going to take a look and see. Actually, while you're doing that, I'm going to look in the Creality K2 Facebook group and see if anybody else had the same issue.
Yeah, it's a GD chip.
Shocker. They're all using those cheap-ass GD chips. I'm sure Giga Device is like loving the fact that the silicon chip shortage coming. They're like, we weren't relevant, and now we are, and now they discover we're cheap as crap. So, you can ring the dinner bell all you want, Chris. I'm not coming in. Oh yeah, I gotta reinstall Notepad 3 on here. Let's see. I'm logging to Facebook. I'm going to see if anybody else had an issue with it to see if it's just something stupid. Maybe it could also be, if the firmware is not done, it could also be a configuration. My whole thing is I'm wondering if it's going to have to redo the calibration once we update the firmware.
Probably.
All right, I'm going to look here. Creality official K2 Plus group. Let's see. Hang on. NVIDIA GeForce Experience, go away.
Oh, I do have to download these to see them all.
Okay, wait. PTC? It says PTC powers. Okay, so there's chamber fan, hot end fan. It says that's 60%. I'm looking in fluid. And there's fan 0, 1, and 2. Oh, there's extruder fan. If I turn that on, oh, it probably won't do anything. No, the fan's right on the left side there, and it is moving. So the fan's working. I'm wondering I wonder if it's a firmware update. Because I literally I can see it. It looked like it was moving. I touched it. The fan is moving. So it's probably a software issue. That's probably why they tell you to update the firmware on there. So that's good. If it's a software issue, it's not ideal. So my question, I did pre-order this, right? So the question is this a pre-release model or is this supposed to be a full retail model? That's my next question. Because as far as I know, this is supposed to be a full retail model. And if you need to update the firmware, why did it not? It's on the internet right now. Why did it not?
Prompt you to update.
Yeah. You looking at the configs there?
Yeah.
Oh, why don't I? You know, someone said, because like Notepad++, I like the software, but the developer is getting very political with his releases, which, as you guys know, I'm just tired of all the political crap. And some people were discussing it, and they're like, "Oh, I just use VS Code." I was like, "Huh." And I'm looking at it, and this actually, maybe I should just use VS Code instead of a third, because I already have VS Code installed and all. Okay, I might just do that then, because that's one less program to put on all my computers.
It is dual Z. Independent.
I figured as much, because it says it had, yeah, Z tilt. I'm familiar with that. That's what we had to configure on the Beast. This bed is kind of basically the same setup as the Beast.
Yeah, I noticed.
Although
that.
we might have done bigger rods on the Beast. I don't know if these are.
We did 12.
They might be. They're either 10 or 12. Where's my calipers? I can't tell from eyeballing it. Let's see.
So there is a tool head.
They're 12. Yeah, I was going to say, these look like chalky. So they're the same size rods that we used on the Beast build. I mean, physically, the printer, it looks great. The feature set's awesome. We'll see. So my big thing is, if I have to update the firmware, go through all this. This sucks. I have to go through this and basically let the printer do a thing for 16 minutes. I'm gonna update, and you probably should redo the calibration. Basically, update it, factory reset it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Honestly, I want to. You said I can download the firmware. I kind of want to just like cancel the setup and update it over USB. I'm looking. Okay, never mind. Self-check completed. I'm gonna hit OK. Oh yeah,
well, you can run it as is.
Okay, let's see. Hang on, I'm gonna hide you for a sec. There you go. Oh, okay. So AI waste. AI poop chute blockage. That's cool. Because how many times is your bamboo backed up in the poop chute? Mine's done it a ton of times. That's why I don't.
Yeah.
It's unreliable. Move AI features, settings page. Okay, well, let's let it go. I mean, it's on the it's on the 5 gigahertz. It's not going that fast. I was like, we got a 2 gig connection here. The access point is right above the printer. So I'm curious to see. I'm going to pop in my Unify Network Manager and see what speed it's actually connected at. Oh, my UDM Pro is telling me there's high latency and packet loss. Oh, packet loss was yesterday at 9 p.m. and latency was at 450. Okay. I was like, the stream seems to be going fine. All right, I'll clear those alerts.
Surprised I'm not. My network's fine right now because I'm downloading.
So my Unify system is identifying this as a Creality K1, and it's connected at 433 megabits per second. It is definitely not getting that throughput. Yeah, it's only a 1x1 channel, so it's only Wi-Fi. Well, I don't have Wi-Fi 6, so I doubt this is Wi-Fi 6. It's probably Wi-Fi 5, which is fine. Oh, that gets way quieter when I close the door. That is way quieter when I close the door. And Binna says, I decrypted one of the bamboo log files and said, got you again, round eye. Oh my God. Careful, someone might try to cancel you for making a joke like that. What?
Instead of the CR touch or anything, it's PR touch.
PAs? I don't know. No, you cannot print PLA with the door closed. You have to leave it open. I just take the top. So I got the K1 and the K1 Max. I just take the top off when printing PLA. I would not recommend leaving the door open. Huh?
From what they were saying, because of how it has the cooling fans set up on the side and on the exhaust.
You can print it with the closed?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? There's no stickers or anything saying to remove the lid when you're printing PLA. That would actually be kind of nice. It does have 2 exhaust fans. I'm wondering if you could. I'll try. Well, man, I want to try it, but I also don't want to be taking apart a brand new printer's hot end because it got clogged.
Well, no, from what I've seen, you can.
But I swear to God, a bit nuts. If you are trolling me, I will find you and I will bring this to you and I will make you unclog the hot end.
We have your address. You are a customer.
Do we? I'm pretty sure he is. Oh, look at, please recalibrate before starting the printing task. So, hey guys, another 16 minutes. It did identify the filament in the CFS. Look at red, white, blue, black. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cancel. I'm going to factory reset it with the new firmware. Let's see if there's any updates again. Okay, CFS, okay, K2 plus, okay, back. Is there root? There is root. I am root.
All right. You're facing away from the mic. You're cutting out.
Okay, hang on. So if it's going to have to redo the calibration, if I'm going to have to redo the calibration anyways, I'm going to factory reset it with the new firmware so we can start completely fresh. That's what the Prusa Core 1 claims you can do with PLA because of the exhaust fans. I mean, it makes sense if you can keep the temperature. So the reason you don't want to print PLA on an enclosed machine typically is because the temperature of the inside of the chamber will get too hot and the PLA will start deforming in the cold end of the heatsink. Okay. So, and what happens is the whole hot end clogs and it's a nightmare to unclog.
Thank you, random people at Rocky Mountain, for continuing
Yeah,
to
we were
close our
printing.
door.
I should have honestly. When we take a printer to an event, I mean this. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to bring this with us to events.
I mean,
We have to bring it with. It's one of the new printers. We always bring whatever the latest stuff we have.
yeah. At least it's going to be in the trailer.
Oh no, this goes in
I
the
mean-
truck. We do not put printers in the trailer anymore because that's how they got broken last year. They go in the truck. All right, let's start over. They updated the privacy policy. So before it said they wanted your firstborn son, but now it says son or daughter. So
Gotta expand that workforce.
okay, you guys get to look at my racks over there.
Here you go, chat. This is what you really want to see. Tim's chair. He can't hear you.
Wait, how did tripod get in here?
It's me.
It said it searched for my leg. Hey, John.
The lurker.
Wait. It wouldn't connect to my Wi-Fi. Okay, you guys get to look at the rack again.
Nice
How's
rack.
it going?
I'm just amazed at his rack.
Yeah.
No, this is
I
what
never
chat
knew that
really
Tim
wanted.
Very
had such a
full.
nice rack. So yeah, just got caught up to assembling it, and
Don't go through the self check.
don't.
So did they send you a printer for free? This printer?
Yeah, they actually sent it for review. So I went to Share Fest, and the wife is now, I guess.
Unspeakable things for.
behind me.
Who'd you have to do unspeakable things to get that,
I think it's on.
John?
What's that?
Who did you have to do unspeakable things to get that? Was it
Well,
Sam? Was
yeah.
it Sam?
Yeah, that. There's never going to be a spool on the other side here because.
Okay. We're now going to go back through. So you're going to have to do the same thing. Did you already update your firmware?
No, I just finished assembling it.
You're making your lovely wife there load
Oh,
up.
she was the one that wanted to put the filament in.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't know if you can tell, but Krista wants to steal this. Hey, Tor, I think I'm going to have to make Jordan help me carry this downstairs when we're done with it.
yeah, I gave up on doing an assembly part of this review. There's just no way.
You're just being a lazy millennial, okay?
Millennial. No.
Oh, there goes my camera.
We still have balls. So
there goes my camera again.
Yep.
Dude, what is hang on.
But yeah, I would just skip the self test.
I'm gonna replug my USB.
Didn't do the self test.
As the lights dim in the garage, we're turning it on.
I think this is the one for the camera. Yep. Hang on, I just replugged my camera to a different USB port.
That's just to do it offline mode, the USB with it. So if you want to just plug in the file.
Okay, I moved it to a different port on the hub.
I have to say, that kit's pretty nice.
Yeah, dude, I forgot how cool your garage looks with all the slats on the wall. Hey, John, in your settings in Streamlabs, on the bottom where it says stop video, there's a little up arrow. Hit that and change the resolution to 1080p.
Oh yeah, that's pretty awful.
Is it 480 right now?
Hold on. It's saying 7. It only gives me up to. Oh, it says not supported on that device. It's an old.
Oh, John, you're an IT guy and you got a crappy camera.
No, it's the garage laptop. So it's a machine that you don't care about.
John, there's this thing. I don't know if you know this. So there's this revolutionary port called USB.
Yeah, and that
And with
camera
USB, you can plug a webcam. And
downstairs for a different purpose.
hey, John, yeah, for your OnlyFans.
Only leg.
Only leg. Okay.
As Jen started.
I mean, I know there's. Oh, hey, look at the heat break fan works now after the firmware update.
Oh,
Hey, John, you know there's this company.
Right
John. I see a lot of green. Where's the red, John?
I'm a poor man. I don't get the red tools. I get the green.
Come on, you're a content creator. You got to get all. I almost had to sell Olivia to get more Milwaukee tools. Okay.
I two Makita tools.
The green is where it's
And
at.
I have one Milwaukee. I got Milwaukee's.
I'm a Milwaukee. Hey, John, can we get you to forward your onlyleg.com to your YouTube channel?
Oh, yeah, I need to do that.
Just go in your web host and redirect it to the YouTube channel. That's it. Come on. Hey, chat, should we have John? John owns onlyleg.com. He bought it when we were down in Colorado. And I was like, you just need, that's such a great one. It's Tripods of Garage. And you can be like, oh, how do you get to my YouTube channel? Onlyleg.com. It's short. It's easy to remember. He owns it. It just says coming soon. Hey, look at chat saying Krista says yes. Jeff says yes. Kyle says yes. I mean, John, if you want to give me your login to wherever you registered, I'll do it right now. I'll do it for you right now. Come on, you bought that back in April. It's now December, according to my Casio Illuminator watch.
Okay. You know what? You're sitting there bragging about that watch.
What?
You're sitting there bragging about that watch.
My $20 watch, yeah. I'm balling here.
Like freaking shit. Time to one up you.
Oh, you got the calculator.
That is one from a high school, or actually from junior high. I think.
They had that technology back then?
Yeah.
Well ahead of its time.
Man, that must have cost you a leg.
An arm and a leg. Yes, I'm on the
Just a leg. Just a leg. That's what happened.
I'm on the lightweight plan. I don't know. So the thing is I don't know if I want to be balanced on one side or not. So I had to decide. And then you could just do this too.
Oh, is that a Windows Mobile?
No, is that
a BlackBerry?
No,
oh, Palm. Okay. I had the Singular 8125, which was an HTC with the slide up screen with the keyboard.
Yeah,
okay, while waiting for this to do its thing for the next 10 minutes, we're probably about 10 minutes left. Who in chat here misses phones with slide up keyboards? Because I do. I miss them. I miss having the slide up keyboard. There's just something, especially you get like the Game Boy emulators and stuff on there. There's just something nice about having physical buttons to play with. I don't care. Okay, I don't care how thick my phone is. I want a big battery. I want a replaceable battery. I want an SD card. I want a headphone jack, and I want a physical keyboard. Yeah, look at no one said that they don't miss the physical keyboards. Nobody.
Keyboards are the best.
I love it. I don't understand what this obsession with making all these devices so small. Like, give me a chunky device. I mean, I'm sure there's some people that are obsessed with having a tiny, tiny one, but like,
what I hate is the camera being thicker than the phone.
I know.
Add that thickness and add a bigger battery.
Look at this bump. Look at the bump on my Pixel. Like, do you know how much more battery life you could get if you just made the phone as thick as the camera? And then it would protect the cameras. This is my second Pixel 8 because 2 weeks into owning it, I was walking past my desk and the corner perfectly hit the wide angle camera and completely screwed the lens up. And luckily I had the insurance and it only cost me $100. On the bright side, if I didn't have the insurance, they do sell the module, but it's like $200 and I got to take the whole phone apart. So, but yeah. So John, you should see if you can bypass the, you know what I would do, John? I see if you can bypass the calibration. If you can't, see if you can put the firmware on a USB and pop it in and see if you can update it. Like if it pops up saying it detected an update and do it before you do the calibration. So you don't have to waste 16 minutes of your life.
32. Because you're going to have to do it twice.
Yeah, it's doing it again. Okay, so the firmware was the issue with the heat break fan. So
That's good.
that's good. I don't like. I mean, okay. So while we're sitting here, so I posted the follow-up video of my SV06 with the LCD issue. They got back to me in like 9 hours. They asked for a picture of the serial number on the power supply cover. I sent that to them, and I had a track within 48 hours. I have a tracking number with a replacement screen.
Heck yeah.
So
yeah, Sobel's usually really good about that.
Yeah, but
I forgot what issues I had. Oh, the bed and something else. The bed and the bed SSR and the touch probe sensor.
Yeah,
I had issues with on my SV08, and they sent them out pretty quick after I sent in the issue.
Yeah, Sobel, I mean, they're not perfect, but they've been pretty good. Like, their machines have been pretty good. Their support, when I've had to use it, I've only had to use it twice. It's the second time, and they've been fine. So...
well, I mean, wait till you unbox the one I gave you. You tell me then.
Wait, we should do that before the end of the year. When did you send that to me this year or last year?
This year. Oh, no. Check the shipping date on it.
I was just going to say, it's sitting over here while we're waiting for this to go. Let me check it.
I can get the long chicken sandwich. Buy one, get one.
We get to see Tim's thong.
July 2023.
Yeah, it might be time.
It says July 2023 on the label.
Jeez.
Hi Remo, come here. Hey John, here's your favorite doggo. You know, part of me, when one of my buddies, he had German Shepherd puppies for like $350, I thought about getting you one.
I know.
I figured your wife would probably kill me though, because you would take them.
If it was up to her, we'll have 20 dogs.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jen. Jen. Oh.
Yeah, I'll let you know when.
So what you're saying is, if I see a good deal on a German Shepherd puppy, I should just get one for you.
No, then Bear will be all jealous and be like, hey, I'm not out the door yet. Come on.
Maybe he'll be happy that he's got a buddy that, you know.
He barely even. Oriole knocks the crap out of him. Poor dog, he has such bad hip dysplasia.
Oriole can play with the puppy.
Krista, yes, probably.
Yeah, we do ship to Alaska. It's not cheap because like the rates all I don't know if you guys noticed, UPS and USPS all up their shipping rates, so that's great. Again.
Well, you got paid.
Also, Canada is still on strike, so
yeah, Canada's entire postal system is on strike right now. Oh, Remo, he got the tape from the printer stuck in his paw. He was like this. Remo, come here. Say hi to Rick. Comet's in his crate. I didn't let him out. Oh no, Krista has him out. I see him on the camera, and he's curled up in the chair. Remo, come here. He's trying to find a toy. He's going, come here. I just want to pet you. Look at him. Look at my handsome boy. I love German Shepherds. They're such good dogs. I mean, Comet's a good boy, but he's so dumb.
Krista, we haven't even gotten the first print done.
What?
Started.
Do you see how vicious he is? Look, he's trying to kill me. Look at him. Oh, he's trying to kill me. So vicious. Look at him. He's so vicious.
My cat's probably mad because my Steam Deck is taking over his bed.
It's just funny because like this dog could easily just probably break my arm, and I just have it all the way in here.
Rip it off.
He's a good boy. He doesn't kill me because I give him food. That's the agreement.
That's always good.
Krista,
does it work for you too, John?
+1.
Oh, he brought me this. There's no room for me to throw this for you. There's boxes everywhere. I'm sorry. God, he's a crackhead for the ball. Yeah. Oh, it's a squeaky ball. Oh, it's double fun. We have a squeaky ball. Okay, so the firmware update fixed that. John, there is the firmware update on their page. It was released November 12th. So I'm wondering if you pop that on an SD card, or not an SD card, a USB card, it'll just update it.
All right, let me.
That's what I would do. I should have done that.
Let's just
here. I'll send you the link on Telegram real quick here, so you don't have to go hunting for it.
I'm just gonna use their flash drive, see what happens.
Oh, did they include a flash drive? Oh yeah, it's in the box there.
I can get my viruses.
Chinese, enjoy your Chinese malware.
Yep, I always do.
They're gonna pop your webcam up to see how you're doing.
Oh, I was talking about it earlier this week.
There we go.
Downloading sketchy stuff from Google Drives from China.
There you go. There's a direct link to it. I just sent it to you on Telegram there.
Okay. Well, I only have Telegram on my phone. I don't have it on my PC.
Their PC app is awesome. I don't know. Did you use Telegram?
I haven't tried it yet.
It's amazing. That's the one reason, like not one, but that's like the main reason I use it as my primary messaging, because like it syncs everything. And like I was actually just telling Jordan, because he's on there now, and they have a save messages feature where you can like write notes to yourself, and like I save links in there. You can send files to it. Like it's actually really nice.
I have Tor send it to me on X if possible.
Oh, I can send it to you on X too. Hang on. Am I logged in?
Right,
yeah, hang on. I'll log in real quick.
So now
don't you mean? Why don't you go to Blue Sky, John?
Oh yeah. I created a profile just to create one.
Oh, I didn't even do
just
that.
To lock in your name.
Wait.
Yep, that's all I did.
Why did I change our company? Oh, there it goes. I was like, I didn't think I'd change our Twitter password.
So you like this little setup over here, there, Tim?
Hang on, let's see.
Oh yeah.
Wait for the bit rate to improve.
I need to find a good
Ryobi. Yeah, I got a bunch of resin print. Hey John,
those are resin printers. Those are all fiber laser.
So John, when am I getting my fiber laser? John. Come on. When am I getting my fiber laser, John?
You actually like the
it could be an old one. It could be an old one. I don't care. I just want to play with one. Oh, did I tell you we bought a vinyl cutter because we're gonna start doing like decals and stickers and stuff for the shop?
Hopefully it's not a circuit.
It's not. I bought a yeah, they're all cloud crap. I bought a Silhouette Cameo 5. They had like this $630 bundle on sale for $400. So, and it has software that goes on the computer, and I can use it offline. TH3D water bottles. Well, we have a CO. So the stuff we have other than printers and make stuff. We have a CO2 laser. We have a diode laser. We'll have the vinyl cutter. Yeah, is that the fancy one you won, or Gen 1, I should say? That's Jen's, isn't it?
Yes, Jen's.
You got to ask for her permission to use it.
Well, I have to actually. I'm trying to find a some type of motorized exhaust for it. So to drill out to the side of the house, so that way, people are like, "Oh, you should just get where the air flap." I said I've used those, and I don't want any air or condensation to get back into the machine.
I mean, so, I just use an air flap on mine. It's been that way for years. It's been fine.
Well, yeah,
I think it's actually it's got a flap and then it's got the screen. It's a dryer vent. I use a 4-inch dryer vent. My K40 uses a 4-inch duct, and then I have a AC Infinity fan. If you guys are looking for exhaust fans, AC Infinity or just cooling, they also make stuff for home theater. I have stuff for my home theater setup. AC Infinity makes some really good cooling solutions. Loss, if you guys would actually, who here would actually buy like TH3D water bottles? Because I can actually get some cool ones made. I can laser some cool stuff.
So if you want a laser glass without a problem, you get a UV laser.
I saw those. Is that the new thing? So now we got diode, we got CO2, we got UV, and we got fiber. There's like the four different types now.
Yeah, so the UV, Galvo.
Let me hang on. Let me pull it up.
Was done in.
Hang on, hold there for a sec. It'll bring your bit rate up a little bit. Yeah, I get it's not super clear, but yeah, that looks cool. So that's just right on the glass.
Right on the glass in a minute and a half.
Wow, that's awesome.
that's the Commarker UV1 that I just reviewed a couple weeks ago.
Hey John, I should send you one of our easy cams for your garage computer because they're actually really
No,
good.
I do have a good well, if you want
Yeah,
to
like
that.
like
I
a
do have a
Logitech
good
Infinity.
webcam. It's just downstairs because I was it's actually the office, and that's what I'm using it for.
Oh, is it almost done?
All right.
Can we finally get a print off of it?
Yeah, let's try this. Should we
Let me,
do a multicolor print or should we do a single color?
Let's see what's on this thumb drive.
What do you think?
Do the bench fees that's on there.
All right. Let me see if I can put this image on the thumb drive here. And
what the hell did you do to the benchy? Is this what you're talking about?
Yeah, I hate it.
What?
Why? There is a multicolor benchy.
Oh, it's awful
in the download pack.
Well, it's not like because the benchy you could break it apart to like everything has its own color.
Okay.
And they just did stripes on it.
We're just gonna.
Yeah, it's like up to this layer, change up to this layer, change up. To
yeah,
this
so you've seen it too.
Like, why?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
All right, let's see. Let me eject this and really, Oreo, you have to.
Oh, that means it's gonna poop all over my workbench here.
Oh well, mine's gonna be behind this printer cart that I made like 5 years ago.
Yeah, just let it go on the floor. It'll be our little secret.
Yeah, I just poop on the floor. It's fine. Aren't you glad you have me on your stream?
I know, right? So I didn't send out any email notifications. And I was talking to him, talking to one of my buddies, and I was like, yeah, I think we'll probably pull at least 50 because this is a pretty popular machine right now, and not many people have it.
All right.
Print a poop chute holder. So like I was like just comparing this. Let's say like if this printer works well, this is going to give Bamboo a pretty good run for its money, given the build value and the feature set this has.
Oh yeah.
Like just as a regular printer, this is a big printer. This is a 350.
Just the fact that you can customize it and you actually have access to all the configs.
Yep.
Out of the box.
Yeah, it's like I really hope this machine is good. I really do, because like it's got a lot of awesome features.
So you want me to just power it off and then power it on with the USB in there?
Yeah, see if it'll take, because it won't let you skip. I'm assuming it's not popping up.
No, it's not letting me skip. So that's gonna be.
I think all you have to do is put it on there, and it should. Because I know on the K series, you just put, if it detects the IMG file on there, it'll just.
Yeah, but right now it detected it. It said it, but the problem is I'm still in the 16-minute process.
Wait, so I had downloaded the file and it saved it as a .drive download. Maybe try renaming it to the get rid of the .drive download. So my file name download from the site is .img.drive download, and I'm wondering if that's it. Like that's kind of stupid. Yeah, because the other firmware is just .img. So the October 12th firmware on the site is just a .img. It's a cute size. Jeff's over here with his 500. What have you made with that, Jeff? I know you got it set up. I thought so. He pulled all the stuff off the panels because like we left the protective film on there. And when he sent me the video, I had to do a double take because I was like, did he take the top and the doors off of it? And I was like, oh, he just peeled them. They're just really clear.
All right. Let me try something real quick. Check this.
Mandela does good work.
Yeah, he does. We just got a whole new. Oh, actually, we got the new shipment of the new order of the K1 plates, and they also now it's a new version that supports the K1C as well. So I got to update the product page.
There we go. You leave it the same.
Did it take it?
Yeah, so you won't be able to see it, but
John's so lazy, can't even stand up.
I just want to make sure I have battery power. Hold on. 87.
You know, you probably would get better video quality. You wouldn't be able to see us as well. I say if you were on your phone. Oh yeah, it's not going to focus. Jeff's making a full-size Stormtrooper cosplay. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it did take it, so I'm gonna just hit upgrade.
Okay, well there you go. Hey, my idea worked. Yay! So
you don't
John
have
gets
to
his.
rename it.
John,
I just
you don't.
I
Okay.
accidentally put it
So
in.
weird.
I put it in a folder on that USB.
Oh, and it found it in the folder.
No, I moved it to the root, and it was then.
Oh, I could have told you that. It's always has to be on the root. Come on, John, get with the program. Maybe you need an actual IT guy to help you out.
I'm a manager now. I'm no longer IT.
Oh, so you don't do anything. You just you don't do any actual work. You just tell other people to do the work.
Yeah, right.
Because that's how it goes. You become a manager and you don't get to mess with anything.
Oh no! Instead, I go to like 6 different sites.
Oh, hey, I just got a notification from Rumble that we went live. I mean, we've been live. Literally.
Yeah, there's a delay. So I get your notification
that's
that
a 2-hour delay. That's crazy.
Yeah, so with Rumble, when you do your live stream, I see it the next day that I get the notification that you have a video up.
Yeah, they need to work on it. YouTube's not much better. I didn't get any notification that we went live because I'm subscribed and have notifications on just so I can monitor if notifications are getting sent out. And I rarely ever get them at all for our channel, which is kind of messed up.
This printer is effing nice. I'm like, I can't believe it.
It feels very. Isn't it crazy that we went from the Ender 3s to like these like very polished machines now in like a couple of years?
The Ender 5 Plus is right next to it still.
Hey John, you should do the Mercury 1 on there.
The Mercury 1. Oh yeah, that's the Core XY conversion.
Right? I think you'd have fun doing the Mercury 1.
After upgrade, please recalibrate before starting.
So hit cancel. Hit cancel.
Oh, hold on. Going back.
Do it. Factory reset it. That's what I did to mine. So the screen is just going to sleep. There is a sleep timeout. So here, we were just talking about this the other day. When we first started doing our easy ABL kits, we had people complaining about how long the printer took to start up to do the probe. And now we have these printers that literally take like 10 plus minutes to start a print. It's crazy. Yeah, so we have 2 Ender 5s, and once Tor finishes the APUS extruder mount, because we have the new APUS 2 extruders from Fadus, I'm going to be doing the builds on those because I'm going to do the APUS 2. No, not the Bowden one.
I know. For the Mercury one.
Yeah, I have the final version of that. I had the final version of that. Print. It's probably done. I was running off of one of the machines in ABS. Yeah, so we have. So with the APUS 2, Tor made a bracket that we're going to sell in the shop. It'll be ABS. And I was actually talking to Jordan Tor. We're gonna pre-install the PTFE fitting and not only just thread it in, but we're also going to put that B7000 glue in there. So we're going to have it not only threaded into the part, but also glued in there so it never comes out.
So you just want me to reset the default?
Yeah, and just leave everything checked. So with these printers, I found you do a firmware update, especially when it's brand new out of the box, just factory reset it so there's nothing lingering from the previous one. It doesn't take that long to reset. How much longer does it have to improve? It's like probing that spot multiple times.
So I noticed that
it's doing it again. Do you see this?
The lead screws are not mounted to the top at all.
Honestly, when you have 12 millimeter rods holding the bed, that lead screw can be pretty wonky, and it really doesn't matter because they're not going to overpower the rods holding the bed in place. Oh, we must have been doing something there because I think it did the mesh, and now it's. So, what is with people running crazy amounts of probe points on their printers? Because like on my Ender 5 Plus, I literally run a 3x3 and I get a really good bed mesh.
On my
that was also
I was doing
the Ender 5 Plus had a pretty good bed on it anyways. It wasn't like
but I mean like I have like someone left a comment, they're like, I want to run 110 probe points on my thing. I'm like, you can set it high in the firmware, like our firmware allows you to configure it, but like you don't need that. Like if you do a 5x5, that'll be fine for like 99% of beds out there. If your bed's not fine with a 5x5 grid, then that bed probably should just be replaced if it's that bad. Yeah, 5x5 is the highest I will ever go. All right, it's loading the filament, so it's feeding the blue in right now. Hang on, let's take a look at it. It's gonna take its first dump. It's gonna take its first dump.
Oh, I see the blue.
It's pooping.
That's an interesting setup for the nozzle wiper.
Yeah, so it's got a little metal bracket there, and I like those brushes. I love the brushes on the X1. Like it does wear them out. Like the only downside with those is they do wear out, but they're so cheap it doesn't even matter. There it goes. It's
yeah,
it's
I did see the Ender 5 Max. That looks like a pretty good machine as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Is that I've only been waiting how many years for that darn printer?
Hey John, Tor will buy your Ender 5 Plus.
Well, it's gonna, if I get that,
It is so violent. Well, I shouldn't say violent. Their little like lever it hits makes a lot of noise. I gotta see if it pooped on the desk. Did it poop on the desk? There's a little bit of
It looks
poop
like
on
it's
the
still
desk.
stuck in the.
Yeah, it's doing it again.
Right.
Oh man, yes. Someone said, Bamboo isn't a printer company; they're a filament company. That's why they purge so much. It is purging a lot. Okay,
Well,
now
why do you
it's
think they're
cooling it.
selling the
There it goes. Did it poop?
mini
Did it poop?
for? It's pooping again.
I actually bought one of those minis again.
The
my
like
first
180.
Poop. My
Yep.
first poop. Here, our K2.
Yeah, they're selling that at a loss
again? Why is it pooping again?
because they want to get you locked into their filament.
Oh my god. Oh, okay.
So
well,
it pooped 3 times.
No, we got 2 poops. Only 2 poops. We got 2 poops. Oh, hang on. Let me zoom this out. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and we're doing a purge tower here.
Well, it's going to.
The bed, the bed, the Z offset looks great though.
Yeah.
It does look good.
I haven't done anything. So my experience with the K series has been, it's literally been click and print. I don't know why people have like, there's like people, especially it's usually the Bamboo users that don't want to admit that Creality can make a good printer. But like, I've had great results. And there we go, another purge tower. Okay. Like these things, sorry, Bamboo users, the K series, and just by how fast this thing's going, they're faster than the Bamboos. Why are you wanting? Do you need to go outside?
Yeah, let me pull up.
Okay, I think Remo needs to go potty. Can you go potty?
What's the speed set to? Downloads, OneDrive, K2 Plus config. I think the Bamboos tote that their printers are 20K XLs.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
I have a dozen of these in my garage right now.
Hold on 1 second. It doesn't. Oh, yeah, I saw them when I was there.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, these are. So we're gonna start refurbishing these, and I'm gonna sell them on our digital forge site, like with options for DOS and Windows 98 installed on them. They're Pentium 2s with Matrix.
I still have to do that self-test for 16 minutes, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my customers saved these from going to the recycling, and they're in really, really, really good shape.
Yeah. So.
Do you remember the old slot processors?
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, you had the what was it, the A1 slot or whatever they used to call them.
This is slot 1. So
Slot
Pentium
1.
2, Pentium 3 is slot 1.
It was AMD called it the A1 slot.
Slot A. Yeah.
Slot A. Okay.
Yeah, they had slot A. Let's see. This is a Pentium 2 400.
Because remember, I told you about that. I upgraded my GX266 to a Pentium 90 overdrive.
Yep. Let's see. We've got.
Oh yeah, this is 10K faster than the Bamboos.
So we got a 64 megabyte of RAM stick.
That's pretty good.
Hang on, there's a second stick.
Silver, this is with the door open so we can get the
I don't
camera
know. I
watching
don't
it.
know what this one is. There's no. It says this PC 100-322-620. It might. These might have 128. These probably have at least 128 megs of RAM. That's a lot for a Pentium 2 system.
Oh yeah, that's
There's
actually
like there's like no dust in these. I have not cleaned these out yet. There's like no dust in them.
I wouldn't be surprised if that is maxed out for that chipset.
Yeah.
Here, go outside. Go on. Go outside.
Yeah. I just let Ramo out. He had to go potty. Trying to get this duct in. But yeah, so I broke 1 gigahertz on slot 1 P3. That's awesome. Was that with a B440 chipset? Actually, I wonder what chipset these boards have. These have B. My only downside is they don't have their AGP video cards on board, but it's actually a Matrox MGA, which was a good graphics card for the time.
Matrox back then was the brand to get.
Yeah, these are HP business lines from this era.
You should have seen one.
That is pretty fast. I just looked at the preview, and the bench is like a third of the way done already.
Is that still an
10K
AGP
faster
slot?
than the Bamboo.
Is that still an AGP slot on there?
No,
Yeah.
there's no AGP, sadly, because it's on board. I don't think there is. I'm looking. We got 3
Just regular
PCI.
PCI.
So there's 3 PCI and 3 ISA, and then one of the PCI ISAs are shared.
ISA. Oh my gosh.
ISA. There's a John. There's an Adaptec SCSI card in one of these slots.
Oh, I hated SCSI. Even though they were fast, I hated chaining them. So.
Ooh, this actually has a Crystal 4280 sound card on it. Those are decent. Yeah, no, I couldn't. I was like, man, these are the. Let's see. Yeah, it's got an AGP. Yes, this is AGP. The chipset. I'm trying to read. It's an Intel. Copyright 1998. Oh man. It's 82443ZX. 82443ZX. I wonder which one that is. 82. Let's see. 82443ZX.
Yeah, there's just no way where how this is.
Oh yeah, this is the 440. This is the Intel 440 chipset. That's a good chipset. Okay. I'm glad I saved these because these are actually, aside from not having an AGP slot, they have a decent onboard graphics card that's AGP, and they have a good chipset. So I'm thinking 98 would probably be ideal for these. Which I still have all my 98 ISOs and everything, and the floppy disk images and all that stuff.
Oh,
We're gonna do a filament change.
I was gonna say you could use Ghost and just image everything.
Yeah, that's what I'll probably do because they're all the same. I'm wondering though, like when I go to sell them, if the hard drives are good, I'll probably offer an option where you can do like just use the stock hard drive, or for initial fee, I'll put an SSD in there with a SATA to ID adapter, because that's usually what I do on my old ones.
And it's actually amazing the speed increase you'll get on those older machines.
Oh like yeah, I have them on my Pentium 4s, and they're fast. If it's
you got to really think about how lean the operating systems were back then, right? NT. Yeah. So when NT came out, it was a very lean operating system. And then XP, I was like, okay, now they're starting to get a little resource heavy, but not nearly as bad as
hang on. It's feeding the white. It's pooping out the blue. There goes. Oh, there we go. We're getting white now. So I'm curious if it's going to do another poop. Yep, there it goes.
So
that's annoying.
Yeah. It gets rid of.
That's something to tune in the slicer, though.
Yeah, because it's purging what's left of the cutoff, right? That's in there, and then it's now cleaning the nozzle.
Yeah.
With that, I don't think that needs to do it a second time like that.
No, it doesn't.
And now it's going to
And that's gonna do
Also,
the
And then,
power.
and then it's going to do the purge
Yeah.
tower right here.
Yeah, so
there
to
goes
me-
the 250 grams.
yeah, so the bamboo does it only once.
But I will say though, it's changing colors fine. So it looks like
Yeah.
Creality figured out how to do multicolor like it poops correctly too.
It's doing the input
You know
shape.
why? You know what? You know why they did it sliced like this, Tor? Because there's not that many filament changes, so it's quicker. That's why
Oh, looks
that's
stupid.
Well, I'm not on boats at all. So what's the back end of the boat called again?
I don't know.
Ow.
The
Okay,
butt?
so
The butt.
the butt, whatever. I don't. The ass of the boat on yours, it looks a little iffy with.
Yeah, the
Right.
overhang there. It's not.
Oh, no, not the
it's
overhang.
Not bad.
Below it. So look at your
Oh,
line
where
The
it's,
actual
compared to the
wall.
hull. So the hull,
So-
I mean the hull or the starboard or whatever you want
So
to call
if
it. The
I-
front of the boat looks really good, but the
So-
back, look at how the lines, your layer lines in the back compared to
so
the front, the
looking
bow.
at it in person, it actually looks fine. I see what you're
Okay.
saying though on the video though.
Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah, I think you're gonna be intrigued with one of my reviews that are coming up there, Tim. I think it's right up your alley. That's why I like not niching myself into a specific category. You know,
Yeah.
I could probably gained a lot. My channel probably would have taken off a lot faster if I would have just stayed with one thing. But I don't. I can't. I physically.
You have more than
mentally
one.
cannot.
Yeah.
I literally have to stay engaged, and staying on one thing, even with the lasers, it's hard for me because it's like, what am I gonna do different? Because I love the lasers, but actually I like lasers more than 3D printing.
You traitor.
But you wouldn't know that with all this darn filament all over the place.
Hey Tor.
Oh, that,
Hey John, do you like Tor's little Wilson fence on his microphone there?
that's amazing. Still input
I
sheet.
designed this up so I could eat without shoving
But,
my face on camera.
It's it's good to be able to just do a different topic, than just a 3D printer or a laser. I really like the that robot lawnmower. That was amazing.
I watched that. That was pretty cool.
So
Comet, come here. Comet. I have both the dogs now. Comet, come here. Comet, come here. No. No, do not jump up over here and break my door.
I spent all this time cleaning the garage and just one unboxing. With this big ass box, just destroyed the garage again.
Yeah, my office is filled with stuff right now. Comet, come here.
Oh, and then I bet you it says on the box that you have to save it.
Come on. Come on. Say hi.
I think I still have my.
He brought me a
E1S
toy.
box.
Come here. Come on. Do you want your toy? Do you want your little sheep? He loves this little sheep guy. I don't know why. He has to have a toy all the time.
This printer is like totally like prosumer to
Yeah.
professional grade. Just by the looks of it. It's so impressive. When I saw it at the Creality Sheriff Fest, I was not expecting to see that type of printer.
Yeah.
It was like
So aside from that little hiccup with the software it shipped with, it seems like they did take their time with dialing things in.
well, yeah, so the way I look at it, I understand that as a consumer that you pay for something and then there's delays. But I'd rather have it work.
Well,
than have it
did you
come back.
hear Sam? We're gonna do another filament change. Did you hear Sam saying on Jerry's stream that it was like an internal joke that they had no plans on meeting the meeting the deadlines? Like it was just like
Yeah,
a
I
joke.
didn't hear that.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I was there at the Sheriff Fest seeing these things live, it totally changed my opinion on the K2 Plus. Until you see it in person, and that's what they need to go to these rep wraps. They didn't make any of them this year, and if they would have brought it. This is these rep wraps are like the only time where people can literally see a lot of these printers in person.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
like
because it's all online. Aside from Micro Center, and they don't have all the models.
no.
What was I gonna say? Okay, we
So
got the
after
red
this
going
purge,
on.
the bamboo would have been done with that, and then it would start the purge tower. There's no reason to have a second purge like that.
Well, and the good thing is, this is all tunable in the slicer.
Yeah.
So it's not ideal, but like the other thing too is like I get why these companies do it because bamboo wastes a lot of filament. So does this.
But this
the
is
reason
also
they do it, the reason they do it is so they don't get people complaining about colors bleeding.
well, and this is for this. It's a pre-sliced file, and
Right.
this is an old file. And to have to go from the white to the red, or I mean, if it was reversed, it would have been even worse. But that white looks glistening or on the camera.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
no, it looks good. There's zero bleed, but it purged out a lot, so there shouldn't be.
And it also has a really
So,
really
like-
long.
So like
heating
here's where I'm at. I like where the printers are going and they're advancing. The only thing that sucks is how proprietary all the additional control boards are getting, and the repairability down the road is going to suck, and that's
Well-
what really sucks.
So the one thing that people started to complain about was with the bamboo saying that you're getting the whole gantry. And I said, why are we complaining about that? I said, well, it's just an idler or it's just a bearing. I said, okay, so when you replace the brakes on your car, you see one brake pad that's, on one side that's worn, unless you have a seized caliper, chances are you're gonna have to replace them all. I would rather replace the whole gantry at that point. If you got that much mileage on your printer that you have an idler bearing or something that's that far gone, then yeah. If it's new and it goes out, that's different.
So I would equate the idler bearing to the brake pads and the whole gantry to the caliper. I typically do not replace my calipers when I do a brake job. I do the rotors
Well,
and I do
no,
the
but
pads.
I'm saying you would replace all the bearings. I would do like.
Oh yeah, no, I would definitely say replace every single bearing, but
that's what I'm saying.
And that's gonna be like a tenth or less of the cost of replacing the entire gantry.
I get it.
And the other thing is too, I would rather put, because like when I change my brake pads on my cars, I don't go with the OEM ones. I go with the higher end ceramic ones. So I would put better quality bearings in than what it's shipped with. So that the problem is not that. The problem is they're using crappy quality bearings that don't last long, and I think they're doing it intentionally because then they can sell now $100-something gantry instead of a $5 bearing.
Oh, don't get me wrong on this analogy. I totally get that. The right to repair. That I'm all for it.
Yeah.
And it's.
Oh, we got a little bit of string in there. You see that? Just a tiny bit.
Yeah. But
that's fine.
It's just I'm trying to. Like mine's the original Kickstarter bamboo. So to me, I would want the whole gantry replaced. Because of mileage that's on and how old the belts are and everything else.
So the thing is, if on the gantry, we're talking about gantries, if you replace the belts and the bearings, the rods typically don't wear down.
No.
The carbon rods on the bamboos probably will, but like on the Crealities, they use the metal ones. So those typically will not wear down unless there was a catastrophic failure with the bearings. We actually we're getting, I don't know if this has got linear on there, but I actually just had those graphite, the brass with the graphite impregnated, the self-lubricating bearings that the K series uses. So the K1, the K1 Max, K1C, those all use the brass ones. I actually just had those all ordered. So we're going to be getting those in so you can replace just the bearings on the X gantry because those do wear out. And I'm either going to just buy another gantry from Bamboo, or I'm going to take our X1 apart, even though there's no issues with it right now. I think we got about 1,000 hours on it. And I heard that when you hit 4,000 to 5,000 hours, that's when the bearing usually goes on the gantry.
Check mine. I know that I don't have nearly that much on mine.
No, I mean, we have a decent amount of time. We basically use the Bamboo for stuff like one-off stuff that we need printed quick, which is the whole reason why we're going to be like, we actually were talking today about Core XY conversions because we have 15 Ender 3 Pros that are all fully enclosed with our board and everything and a bunch of other upgrades. And we're going to be pivoting the print farm towards more Core XY machines solely for the fact that we can run prints faster when we need to do stuff quick. you know, and we're at like 80 millimeters a second right now, and the print quality is great. But like we could probably go up to 100. I probably won't go past that for production. But just for like prototyping, it'd be nice to have more fast machines. So our plan next year is to get the Ender 3s converted to Core XYs, either find a kit that somebody made and source that, or just design our own where we can reuse most of the machine, convert to a Core XY, and still fit in that same footprint of the original Ender 3.
You have those boxes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people would want to keep that same footprint, but go to Core XY, because like the reality is, like, if you go to Core XY, you got these older printers. There's tons. There's hundreds of thousands of Ender 3s. There's a lot of people that probably just rather upgrade it instead of just getting rid of the whole machine and replacing it. You know, and the thing is, like, the Ender 3s, like, those are some of the last machines that you can just replace parts on. You don't have proprietary boards on them like all these new ones are. And like, it sucks because I like the features that these new printers are coming with, but I don't like the fact that, you know, once they stop making the parts, once the original manufacturer stops making the parts, you're basically out of luck if any of those die.
Yeah. So at first, when I first started 3D printing, I didn't care, right? Proprietary or not. But then I started to pivot my mindset about it, especially when I started to see all these companies starting to release proprietary. So I'm like, great, where am I going to get nozzle now? Oh, you know, but then
that's what's so annoying. Why do we have these billions versions of nozzles? It's a damn nozzle.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, but before, when I first was into it, these companies like Micro Swiss and others were just,
there was like two sizes. There was a V6, or sorry, 3 V6, Volcano, and MK8. Those were like your 3 common
and they
sizes.
would come out with something, right?
Yes,
but pretty much right away. Now they can't, you know, because there's so many varieties out there of proprietary machines.
Well, and you know why the companies are doing it is so you have to buy stuff from them. That's why they're doing it. I would bet a lot of money on it that's why they're doing it.
Yeah, because
it locks you into their ecosystem. From a business standpoint, it's great, but from a consumer standpoint, it sucks.
Yeah.
You know. All right, okay, I think we're gonna go to the black. So far, every single color change has been great. The first multicolor print I did on my bamboo, the poop chute backed up. Like literally the first one, the poop chute backed up.
I need to put a poop chute in the back of this thing, a collector, because it's gonna be all on the floor.
There's already a bunch of mods for the K2. Someone already made a riser for the AMS, just like the bamboos. So you can.
That's a good idea. The riser.
Yeah, there's already a ton of mods out for it, which, you know, it's going to be a very popular printer. I see why. Like, you know, I was talking to Sam, and he says it's a good printer. Like, just aside from the delays getting it, I'm pretty happy with it so far. It's just so damn heavy. Hi, Bear. Oh, he's like, this is my buddy. That's your dog, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Is Oreo Jen's?
Brianna's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He's gonna be 14.
I was gonna say
next month.
Wow, that's long for a larger breed.
Oh yeah, and he went to the vet last month, and you know, besides the hip dysplasia, he's got Cushing's. So he's
What is that?
So he's got a tumor that by his pituitary gland that makes him always hungry and thirsty.
So,
yeah, so he's
poor buddy. You know, it sucks. Like, it sucks when your pets get old, and you know what? It never gets easier when you have to like put them down. It sucks.
But
it's
he's
like my least favorite part of having pets. It always sucks when you have to make that decision.
He's got hip dysplasia, right? But you know, we got him on the supplement.
Oh, it's bridging. Line. It's bridging. Sorry, I love bridging. Oh, okay, bridge great. Sorry.
Do you need a sock?
I might. Oh, that's a good deal. Monkey said he got a K1C refurbished for $270. That's a really good deal. I would probably have a hard time passing that up.
Self-check complete.
You forgot it was going. Lila, what micro Swiss did you get? Hopefully it's an NG. The NG
is amazing.
Oh my! So I just put for a customer. He had like some janky like Chinese like direct drive where it's like the crappy like basic extruder. And he was like, well, I got another one that I was going to put on. I was like, well, what is it? He's like, oh, it's just like a different extruder. I was like, okay, I'll put it on if you want to bring it by. Like, because we had to do firmware. It's going to need firmware change. I said, you can bring it by. I'll install it. I was like, but I want to show you the NG because it's a great hot end. It's 120 bucks. It replaces the whole hot end because he's still the factory hot end. It replaces the whole hot end. It does flexibles great. The print quality is great. And he's like, okay, let's do it. So I did it in a night. He came, picked up the first benchy on it, came out beautiful, and he was very happy with it. I've never had we've installed so many of the NGs, and I use them on our machines that like we've never had anybody say they don't like them. Everybody is like, these are amazing, and they make such good equipment.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I remember when
my
I first.
was hot end in my K1 Max, love it. Actually, we actually right now in our shop, I've got a K1 and 2 K1Cs in for repair. The 2 printers were user inflicted damage, and the other one was actually also user inflicted damage. He put lubricant on the X rods, which then clogged up those self lubricating bearings. So we have to take the whole gantry apart and put new bearings in. So
And that bed does rise really fast on that.
yeah, so here's the thing. I don't think this printer is going to be able to be put on a battery backup because I'm pretty sure I read it's a 1200 watt power draw because it's an AC bed. So that's the only downside.
Yeah, so I
But we could change the clipper config and limit the max temp or the max PWM cycle on the bed. So basically it never fully turns it on. It'll take longer to heat, but it'll limit the power draw on the printer. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I have the Bluetti one that I just reviewed. It's 1000 watt, and it could handle a 1200 watt actual peak on it. It depends how long.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Like, what is the use case for those? They're like, they're not a battery backup. It's like just a big battery.
It has a 20 millisecond UPS. So
aren't those like thousands of dollars, like over $1,000
that
for
one's
those?
$400, less than $400.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
No, it's
Send me a link to that.
768 watt hour battery.
Okay. All right. Let's take a look at this, and then I'm probably going to wrap this up. It looks, just looking at this right now, it looks pretty good. All right. Let's see. Let's take a closer look.
That is clean.
So there is a little bit of ghosting here. I think for how fast it's going, that's more than acceptable. You can actually, can I read it? I can almost make out 3D Benchy on there. This is a good print. Aside from a little string here, which is probably the filament, because only the red did it. We got no string on any of the other ones. This is a good print. Okay. Yeah. Like the cooling is great. Like, yeah. So do you see how well you can see the layer lines on the blue and the red and then the white you can't even see on the white. That's why I don't like using white filament for test prints.
Yeah, that's why they ship out white with.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, so when people are like, "Oh, look at this print on a review," and it's white filament, I stop watching the review because it's like,
no, this dude, they got this dialed in. This is a good print. Yeah, I'm okay. So basically, the only thing I think that needs to be done is just optimizing the purging, and that's a slicer thing.
Well, it could be if you slice it one now, it may only purge it twice, right?
I'm not from it. I honestly, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna do this tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna go into the okay, so we already looked at the other electronics. I want to see if we can easily get to the other stuff. Do you think it's going to be in the bottom tour or it's in the back? I have not looked at like where everything is. So that took 26 minutes. I think
most of it's going to be on the side. I know it's not on the bottom.
I'm going to take the back panel off before we wrap this up. Oh, do you see the bed drop down?
So my access panel was also loose on the side, Tim, like yours, for the board. But I think it was loose to remove that protective film.
Oh, maybe? Okay. That would make sense.
Because
they don't mention that at all in any of the guides.
No. Because I'm like, why would that part in there have protective film? It made no sense.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to see what's back here. The only reason I'm not going to go on the bottom is because this thing is heavy as shit. I might do a follow-up. There's probably going to be more content for this printer.
We're coming up on 3 hours. We might need to do a follow-up.
Yeah.
And your dinner's ready.
And Crystal made I just noticed this. There's screws to mount this little CFS or this little module on the back of the CFS here.
I think it's to link them together.
I think, or it might be because they're planning on using this for other machines. And other
Well,
machines
yeah,
are not gonna have that mouse input.
it's supposed to be the K1 is supposed to be CFS compatible. So
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if the CFS, because I think Krista mainly wants the CFS for multicolor, I might just get a CFS for the K1 Max. The K1 Max is one of her machines now. So, all right, let's see what's behind this back panel before we wrap this up. Because I always got to go into the printer, man. You know, that's my thing. Like, what is it with a lot of these reviewers where they don't like look inside the machine? They're like, oh, okay, looks they printed. Okay, cool. Let's see how they built it. Like, and this is why I have this screwdriver thing, because this otherwise takes forever.
well, I stopped doing it because the reviews got really, really long.
Yeah.
And
See,
they started including better power supplies, and they started actually using ferrules and stuff like that. What they did.
So the new, I will give Creality this. Their knockoffs of the Meanwells do seem better than the crap that they were using years ago. So, because usually I intentionally did not replace the power supplies in my K1 and the K1 Max with the Meanwells, just because I'm curious to see how long they're going to run before there's issues. And so far they've been fine. I have a lot of time on my K1 Max. I actually was literally thinking about this earlier today, that I might even look at getting the official Creality power supplies in as spares, just because they're going to be cheaper than the Meanwells. And they so far, and like I've done load testing and stuff on them, and they do put out stable power. So it'd be nice to have a cheaper alternative, because I think those are like right around like $30 instead of 50. Woo! Oh no, here. Oh, there's the money shot. Oh yeah, towards all back here. All the main shit's back here.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got the same power supply. It's got the Creality 350 watt in here. Everything has terminals and ferrules on it. So what is this? What are these? What is this? The auto belt tensioning thing? This is
yeah, it should have a little motor on each of the
that is okay. That is fucking cool. That is cool.
What?
They put some time into this.
Yeah, they did. And it's the closed loop steppers here. Look at that. For they're servo motors. Dude, they pulled out all the stops on this. Yeah, there's a PTC chamber heater right there. You see it?
The two exhausts, yeah.
And then we
auto
got
belt tensioning.
Yeah, that is cool. That is cool. So there's probably
the same.
So if you look here, here's the motor. So it's a tiny little stepper motor, and there's another 4-pin cable, and these are usually like those piezo force sensors. So it probably is. This job is probably just to adjust detect the force, and then change this motor based on the force. So I would probably be willing to bet that those are a standalone system and probably not communicating back to the control board, which is fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's probably a standalone system. Yeah, because there's a little stepper driver on here. I'm trying to see what it is. Let me see if I can get my camera in here. And we're going to have to go to manual focus. Hang on.
You know that it also has a camera by the nozzle?
Yeah, I saw that on the specs. I can't. I might have to come at an angle here to read it. Can you make that out? Yeah, that's okay. I recognize it's an MS something. That's a stepper driver. So you've got how many cables? So you got one for the motor. Here's the motor and the force sensor, and this looks like this is power down here, coming into here. It might have communication with these, but it probably doesn't need it. It's MS35776. Tori, you want to Google that? MS35776. I'm pretty sure that's a stepper driver. MS35776. What camera we're using? I have this camera here for my head, and this are the same one. It's the Sony A6000. They're They're those mirrorless micro 4/3 cameras. They're nice, and they're
The
under
two-phase
$400.
Stepping driver for
Yep.
high precision, low noise.
Okay. Yep. So it's I think those are Trinamic knockoffs technically. Look at all this, man. This has got tons of stuff in it. Like these machines are getting more and more complicated. Look at all this. This is for all the motors. This is like a brake. Well, it's on manual focus, so it's on me. Yeah, here. There's a Giga device CPU right here. So this is the main control board here. Here's a Giga device. Here's all your motors here. X, Y, Z1, Z2. They've got sensors here. These look like end stops almost. X, Y,
And there's
T.
probably a bunch of stuff going to the other.
This is
like the
this
5
is for
other
this.
boards.
This is for the CFS. Yeah, this cable goes up to one of those ones on the top here because I saw this up top. This is for the solid state relay here. So this is one of those. I'm assuming this is probably one of those dual voltages ones, so they can run 220 or 110 depending on what area of the world they're in.
Yeah, just like the Solvol.
They got ground wires here. This all looks fantastic. They did a great job on this, dude. There's even a cooling fan. There's even a cooling fan for the SSR.
My cooling fan.
It's cool. Oh, all the steppers are remote. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. So that's why these have these over here. That's why they have so many pins, because they're those servo motors. So each stepper motor or servo, it's technically a servo, has its own controller on the driver. So it's literally just all the communication going back to the board here. You can see here, though, they planned here where you could have the drivers on here. They just didn't populate it. That's what you see. So when you see these chips missing, it doesn't mean that there's a problem here. This just means they're planning so they could use this board potentially for other machines. There's a thing here, our fan. This is a fan header that I don't know if that MOSFET's populated. It's not. So that fan header, even if you put a header on there, it couldn't be used, which is a shame because on the K1s, the K1 Max, and the K1C, they have an extra fan header there that's on pin PA0, and you can use for like a light or whatever you want. You can just define it. We actually, on our customers, he has these fans that blow under the bed to help heat the chamber, and he had it just running off of a 5-volt line, which they were 24-volt fans, so they were barely spinning. And I asked him, do you want me to customize the config? I'll root it, put mainsail on there. And so now he has a bed fan control, so he can turn that on to circulate the air and blow the hot air from the bed into the chamber to help heat the chamber up. But yeah, so you can see here on each of the stepper servo motors, they say they're servo motors, so but they're closed loop. So here's the controller. Each one of the motors has this on here. So this is the lines going out to the motor. The controller's in this box here. I wonder if I can.
Yeah, just like the MKS closed loop steppers.
I can tell you right. Oh yeah, here, look at. So I'm correct with how this auto tensioner works. You can see. You see that white goop there? That's the force sensor. So that's exactly what it's doing. So this little board is monitoring the force it feels on here, and then adjusting this based on the force, and it's they probably have a preset value of where it should be, and this motor adjusts this. It like literally the motor shaft comes through here, and it just moves this pulley in and out to adjust tension. That is cool. This printer has a lot of cool shit on it.
I mean, it's better for the 1,500 box price.
Well, dude, for just the printer, it's $1,300. This is a lot of tech in a $1,300 printer that's huge and enclosed in an active chamber. That's what I'm saying. Like, bang for the buck. This is actually a really good machine. I really like it. So I'm hoping that it'll last a long time. I'm hoping that there's no major issues long term. But like, I'm very impressed with what Creality did here. This is such
Andy, it's the K2 Plus.
Yeah, the K2 Plus.
Just like in the title.
But yeah, like it's John being
Oh, gotta do it. It's all fun, Andy.
John, just because you only have one leg doesn't mean you can be an asshole. I'm just giving you shit.
Yeah, I've earned
it. Let's see.
You mean the Da Vinci? Do you mean the K1?
Honestly, I could see them keep selling the K1 and the K1 Max. This doesn't interfere with.
There's going to be a K1.
Are we going to finally get to? Are we going to finally get to a point where Creality doesn't have tons of overlap on their models? Because that would be great. That would be so much easier to make decisions. But yeah, so let me see how this. Yeah, this is like here. So 220, 110 neutral, and then this is the power coming in, and then this is going out to the bed here. So 110 and 220, and then here's your common. So this SSR allows them, because this bed's got multiple heating circuits, it allows it to just auto switch between 110 or 220.
Is the PSU auto switching as well?
The PSU might be. Oh, because this is a CHP 340-24. Is this just held in here?
Yeah, because you didn't have to flip a switch or anything.
No, I didn't. Unless they're presetting them based on region. Oh, is this also screwed in? I think this is also screwed in. Damn. I wanted to see because Isn't the switch usually on this side of the power supply? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yes, it is. There's no switch there. So this must be. So this says 100 to 240 volts. This must be auto switching. This must be a newer version.
It's also, you gotta remember, AC bed, so it's not, doesn't need to have that big of a power supply.
Yeah, this still has a 350 watt power supply, which.
Well, I'm saying for a machine this size, that's the way they got rid of having such a big power supply.
Oh yeah. So the crazy thing is, so when we did the Beast build, we used a 350 watt. We did the calculations with how many amps the motors were pulling, and the hot end, and the fans, and all the other stuff. Like on the bigger machines that are going to pull a ton of power, you actually do still need a beefy power supply. But yeah, so from what I understand, Creality plans to have the CFS working on the K1 series, as far as I know, which would be a great move, because then everybody has them, could then get multicolor on there, and then honestly, like, because in the CFS only isn't it like $250 or $300? I think it's like $300, isn't it?
Something like that.
Do they sell it separately right now yet?
$300. Yes, you can buy it separately.
That's not bad.
Will it be possible to change the motherboard on the K2 Plus? Right now, no.
Probably not. There's
with all the customized stuff on it, you're not going to be able to. And this is what we're talking about.
Even on the other printers, like this is the problem. So we're getting all these cool features on these printers. However, what that means is, because these cool features are all being done with custom built boards, you're going to have a really hard time changing the board out with anything other than the stock board. That's what's going to suck. Yeah, it's a trade-off. This is unfortunately the way the market's going. And eventually, I'd say give it another 2, maybe 3 years tops. You're basically just going to have these appliance type printers, and you're going to have your DIYs, and that's it. I can't see, like, I think Prusa might be the only one hanging in there with repairable printers. And it's kind of ironic, because it's like, I'm looking at the Prusas, like, yeah, they're not like that new Core XY they have. It's not priced that high, and it's completely serviceable. And I'm sitting here going, I might be buying Prusas in the future if the market keeps going to this, this direction of proprietary stuff that's not repairable, like, honestly. So, and it kind of sucks, because like all these companies, Anycubic, Creality, Soval, they all got their start because the hobbyists go, wow, you guys are making decent printers for cheap that I can then upgrade and make it even better. And now that whole market is basically going away. It's vanishing, because they're finding that
very few companies will still be able to do.
Yeah. This is very appliancey. So you get a nicer looking printer, you get an easier printer to use out of the box, but the trade-off is you're locked into that company's ecosystem for their boards and a lot of parts. So, it's sad to see, but that's the way the market's going, and it's clearly working. The sad part is most people don't care about repairability. They're just going to throw it out and get a new one. It's like your microwave. You going to try to fix your microwave? I mean, I've tried to fix my appliances. Actually, my dishwasher, that's like 15 years old, it was having issues, and there was a diode that cracked on the control board. I just replaced the diode, and it's working now. So it's been working for months.
99% of users aren't going
to throw it out and get a new one. And it's just ironic, because there's a lot of people that pretend like they care about the environment stuff, yet they buy all these products that make tons of waste and garbage. So, but that's a rant for another day, because we're at almost 3 hours here. So, John, is yours starting printing yet?
I actually didn't put the PTFE tube going from the the buffer in the back into the AMS. So
Oh, I mean, you don't need that.
Nah.
Didn't you hear this is that new Bluetooth filament?
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's a Bluetooth filament.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I heard it spitting out the filament in the back, like hitting the cabinet. I'm like, is that right?
What is that noise?
Oh, because I'm sitting there trying to move this thing by myself. And I'm like, oh my God, this thing is
Jen's just like, I'm good. I did my part. I'm out.
She's been in the living room
She's in the
for
house.
the last hour and a half.
You're on your own, sir.
Like, you never asked for help for your reviews. Now you do.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, seriously, like how I got this out there. So like they delivered it. I brought it in the living room, I was sitting in the living room, and then I just was like, okay. It was like at 8 o'clock at night. I was like, I'm just getting this to the outside of my door. So I dropped it rough right here. And then literally to get into my office, I just slid it on the floor. I'm like, yeah, we're unboxing this on the floor.
Oh, yeah, so yeah, mine was delivered by FedEx. And usually anytime I get a notification from FedEx, it's wrong. It's like the next day it says, oh, it's actually going to be
FedEx sucks. FedEx is the worst carrier. I'd rather have the Postal Service deliver my stuff.
So I was in Skokie, and I told Brianna that it's going to be coming. I warned both the wife and daughter that
I don't think both of them would be able to. I don't think both of them would be able to lift it, would they?
So the FedEx person came to the door before unloading it. And made sure someone was home because it was also signature required.
Yeah, they did that to me. Yeah.
And so she said, just put it by the garage door. He said,
I almost forgot about the filament dryer. Did you get the filament dryer?
No.
Oh, you weren't special enough.
I know.
Okay, let's see.
I'm special in a short bus kind of way.
Okay, so this whole thing is warm now. Let's see if the door is still messed up.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, come on. You know that thing is like bowed in. Well, not it's.
Hang on, let's see.
Did it fix
it's fine. It's fine now.
Yeah, because the heat was expanded it or pushed it back out.
Okay. Well, okay. It's fine now. So I guess maybe it's because it's just so cold out here in my office when I opened it. That's really weird though. But yeah, no, it feels great now. It's very warm in there. It's very hot in there actually. Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I saw the hinge layout on that. But
I mean
honestly,
I think it'll dry filament just fine. Yeah, so
I know, but if you really look at it, there's really no other way for it to open. Unless the whole display comes up with it in the front.
Yeah, which then you're talking about having wires that move. The dogs were down there, so there's like dog hair that's.
Are you massaging Are you stroking your filament driver? Oh my God, that's so disgusting, Tim. That should be off.
If you guys want to see more, go to onlyfans.com/th3d10.
No, only leg. Only leg. Exclusive only leg content.
So John, are we gonna redirect that domain real quick before?
Yeah.
Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do it?
No, I'll call you later on this weekend or something. We'll do it.
Do you want to just send me your login for the domain registrar and I'll forward it real quick? Who did you register?
Let me just give out all my information. No problem.
That's okay. I already know your address.
You
gave me your social security number and everything, you know.
Yeah.
So
it still was the best when you guys were talking about it. I just find the domain right there, and you guys all just were like, "Oh my God, he actually bought it."
You should then get like little Tripod's Garage business card and just have onlyleg.com.
Onlyleg.com.
People will remember that. I guarantee you. If someone told me that their domain name's onlyleg.com to find their channel, I would remember that. It's simple. It's short. So
find me at onlyleg.com.
So I might do. I think I'm going to play with their slicer a bit. My goal is to play with theirs, get familiar, and see how they're doing all the multicolor stuff, and see if I can port that over to Orca Slicer and build a good profile for Orca Slicer for this.
Yeah, I mean, I bet that.
What's that, Tor?
I wouldn't see it as being that hard to port it over.
Okay, so in that case, Tor just volunteered.
I did not. My birthday's on Sunday. I got shit to do.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Overall, I'm very impressed with this machine. This is the first printer in a while. I was actually pretty impressed with the SV06 Ace for the price. But like, holy crap, the amount of stuff they packed into this machine at this price point and the size of it for print volume and everything is really, really impressive. Like, It is legitimately really impressive. So, oh, hey, do we want to see how much power this thing pulls really quick?
Enough to make everybody's lights flicker.
Well, my LED lights are just really cheap ones. They're flicker. All right, so I'm gonna plug this in between the power strip that it's on, and
Check your X.
A
I
bit
am.
nuts. We not set up in Orca yet, but we'll do another stream.
so I'm just gonna preheat this, and I want to see how much this pulls. Okay, so initial power up, we're at 0.3 amps. I'm gonna tell it to just heat the hot end and the bed at like, I'm gonna go to 100 on the bed and like 250 on the hot end. I'm gonna see what it pulls. So let me see.
Hey, Tor, check your DM on X.
It's still booting. I forgot that these. I'm so used to the Marlin printers that boot up like that, and I forget these got to boot a whole Linux OS and everything. It's mildly annoying.
Yeah, they have profile settings for the Orca slicer.
For
Nice.
Orca.
Oh yeah,
I sent
see
it
that
to
here.
you, Tim, as well
Yeah.
on X. So
Okay, that's
Well,
pretty cool.
I'm not cool enough to have one.
Tori, I don't think you have room to have one. You might have to
I
start selling
don't.
off machines.
I do need to sell off machines.
well, I'm contractually obligated to hold on to lasers for a while, so that's why I don't get rid of them. So.
Well, I'll buy one off you if you got one that works. I'm serious. I'll buy.
All
I
of them
want a
work.
fiber.
All of them work great. We'll
So
talk.
whatever one you like the
weekend.
least, whatever one you like the least, give me a price and I'll buy it. You're only like an hour and like some change for me. I'll come get it. So,
it was literally an hour to get home from when we were at Thanksgiving.
Patricia Ramirez asking about on a customer, he's got an SKR and a Pi. Do you recommend having separate power for the board and the Pi? I personally would probably run a separate power supply or step down or something. I run off the same main power supply, but I would have a step down for the Pi. I would not power the Pi from the SKR board. SKR boards are horrible for voltage rails. All right, before I get sidetracked, I'm going to tell this to heat and see how much this piece pulls.
1 second, let me find it. There are DC to DC buck converters that work really well.
Yeah.
I would go with a 5-volt, 5 amp. That's way you have like a little wiggle room for.
Well, and plus they're Chinese things, so they're probably not going to actually put out 5. Okay, so we're pulling out of the wall right now at full blast. Dogs move 7.3 amps.
It's not too bad.
No, it's not terrible. So that's around 830 watts is what it's pulling right now.
So
so that would actually work on those battery backups we had.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
990. Yeah, this would actually. I have one extra here.
Yeah, I was going to say it should work on that one because I got 3 of them, of those that you sold, and then I had that Blue Eddy that would run on as well.
I'm gonna turn all the fans on too.
I used one of these for powering Pis off custom printers. Like you can't see it behind the Burger King bag, but the Voron right here and this Voron right here both have them.
So, I know Tim is gone.
I can still hear you guys.
Okay, I would say just out of this printer, the only thing that doesn't seem right is how small that display is for the whole size of the printer. I mean, it's functional. Don't get me wrong, and it's responsive, but for the size of the printer, a little bit bigger display.
I'm stupid, but I can't find a home button on this printer on the screen.
You can't find a what?
To home it.
Oh, I didn't check yet. Yeah, I think I may have to.
Is this serious? Is it seriously this limited? Oh, let me turn the chamber heater on too.
Oh yeah. With the chamber heater, it's probably going to hit up to that 1400.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, so chamber heater's on.
Well, I think I found my next project that I'm going to do on that will
It
do
must-
a mixture of
it
CNC,
must-
3D printing.
It must be limiting
Little bit of
stuff because
woodworking in a
it must be
desk bay.
it must be limiting the power draw because it's dropping down. It's only at 760 watts.
Hey, Tim, I'm gonna send you something. I'll ping you something that I'm thinking about building on my channel. I think you would love it. Absolutely love
Wait,
it.
I can home it. I can home it from the. I can home it from the web UI.
Because I'll be able to use the plasma cutter, 3D printing, electronics, RC, and everything. It'll be pretty cool.
I'm trying to get this thing to pull more
dude.
power. It's got to pull more power.
They need to replace those LEDs in the garage door opener. They're blinking like mad. Oh, you know what? I bet you it's the printer that's doing it.
It is
It's
the
on
printer.
there. Yeah, because
I
it's
can
on
see
the
it in your
circuit.
video. Yep, that's
Yeah,
what mine
it's
were
on
doing
that
over here.
circuit.
They're
need to
not
move
doing it right now though, and I don't think this is pulling full power. I don't think this is. It says it's giving the heated bed 100%. It's at 70C already. The chamber heater is only at the chamber heater hasn't kicked on. I think it might be because it's still homing. I'm wondering if it hasn't got the command to turn on yet. Serviceability, this is going to be a pain to work on, like all the new printers.
Yeah, I gotta need to move it onto the 100 amp circuit in the garage, the dedicated circuit that I put in.
I shouldn't have told it. I was telling it to home because I wanted the stepper motors to be on because that will bump the amp draw up. But I think it's got to finish homing for me to do that.
All right, hey, Tim, these the feet on the bottom are adjustable or no?
No, they're basic.
No, they don't unscrew at all.
They do unscrew, but you can't adjust. You just take them on and off. That's it.
Oh, okay.
So it's done homing. The chamber heater isn't turning on.
3D experiments. It really depends on what you need for the printer.
Hang on. I'm telling this to heat back up. 100C for the bed. I'm going to try to do 50C. Oh, it says the max set point for the chamber heater is 80 in the back end here.
But I mean, it's nice to be able to print those exotic filaments in this thing. So, I mean, having that chamber heater and having a nozzle that could go that high.
The weird thing is, it says the power is at. Let me see. I'm gonna look at the watt. It's only drawing. It's only drawing 279 watts right now, which is really weird. Let me see if I turn this off. No, it hasn't changed. I don't think it's actually turned the chamber heater on, unless my chamber heater is broken.
Did you pull a wire or something?
No. Everything's still in there.
All right, I'm gonna drop off because
look at it. Look at it. I turned the bed off, and now the chamber heater's on.
That's odd. Yeah.
Let's
We're
bring
gonna
in
have
heat
some
one
dinner.
at a time.
Look at. It's switching. Look at. So if I turn the bed on, the chamber heater power gets cut.
Right, so it won't.
And if I turn
anybody's breaker.
look at it's only at 50% power. Let me see.
That's
So it's
odd.
at 193. If I turn the heater off, now it dropped down to 60 watts. So the chamber heater is about 150 watts at 50% power. This has got to be a printer. This is got okay. I say we're gonna wrap it. Tor, do we want to wrap this up? Or are you curious about this too?
Yeah, because I got dropped
gonna-
as well.
Okay,
Why
we
just
can,
get
we
my
can
son
screw
for dinner?
with this. We can just have like a hangout where we're screwing with these. But yeah, that's really interesting. So it is turning the chamber heater off. So there's got to be some config in here that's like doing something where if it's okay, chamber heater, heating gain. Chamber heater, max temp, min temp, max power. Okay, so it says max power is 1, which is full.
Well, to give you an understanding, I got what? Right now I have only the LEDs and the overhead, the garage door opener lights on, and that's it. And what, the laptop that's powered up in this garage, this flickering is just from the K2 Plus.
Yep. Oh yeah, mine were flickering in here too.
So my whole garage, before I put that 100 amp sub panel in, was running on 115 amp breaker for the garage and
That's
the foyer.
horrible.
Yeah,
That's horrible.
So this is the result right here.
So I had two 20 amp circuits in this garage when I came here, and I pulled 3 additional 20 amp 110s and a 20 amp 220 for my Mr. Cool unit.
Yeah, I have two 220s in here, one at the front of the garage and then one over here where I'm at, and then I have I have so many outlets in this garage now.
They had planned to put and I don't think this bed has a sensor in it like the K series, the K1.
I think it's the
it's in the nozzle. I think it's in the nozzle.
Yeah, it's like a pressure sensor in the hot end.
Yeah. Well, because I think I haven't had any issues with mine, but I have heard people having issues with them. There's gotta be something in here that's limiting.
All right, I gotta go.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
I may be on Jerry's. I might be on Jerry's stream tomorrow. Then we can shoot this.
Yeah,
I have no idea. It depends on. I usually drop in if I'm like around.
All I know is that I'm gonna have to switch it to the sub panel on here. Oh wait, did it finish? Oh.
I have a box turtle coming.
My thing is, I'm wondering, like, there's nothing in here. Oh, they're using photoelectric switches on the Z's. Isn't the X Plus 4 the one that's catching on fire or getting close to catching on fire?
Hey, look how great this printer prints. Look at this white filament.
I know, right? Well, we probably won't be able to see the layer lines either way because your camera's so
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so like is this a clipper thing where it's not allowing both those heaters to?
I can.
There's got to be something in here. I'm looking through. These are steppers. We don't have any interest in those. Z-tilt, thermistor. My thermistor. That's very specific.
Yeah, they set
That's
up
extruder. Heater bed. Heater fans.
Yeah, it's something they set up because I have.
It's got to be something they set up. Here's a pit chamber fan. Link to the chamber heater.
All right, have fun, peeps. Thanks for
Have
my back is gonna not like me for the rest of the day. All right, laters.
Bye. I'm looking through here.
Joel, because that's Polymaker font.
Motor control. Okay.
Yeah, Tim. I have my chamber heater and my bed on without any issue.
Yeah, I'm wondering what they. I'm still scrolling through the config here. There's got to be something. I'm wondering if they're doing it to limit it so it can't pull too much power. That's it. That's all that's in here.
Yeah,
if you get bored, look, you have the configs. Look at the configs and see if there's anything. It's weird because these are all the config files. There's nothing else here. There's not like a second page. Oh, they don't have it. I'm used to mainsail where you can hide the backup configs. I don't think this has it, does it?
I don't think they do.
Yeah, I think I was already in here. That's so.
DaVinci, we're trying to figure out why it's killing one of the heaters while the other one is active.
Is it with the? Is this it? What is fan feedback? I don't know what this option is in Clipper.
I've never seen that one before. But it's something we can look into. I'll be for the hangout.
You can drop off. I'm gonna stand here for just a little bit longer to see because I'm really curious to know where where it's doing that like limitation, because it's definitely limiting it. So I'm gonna see if I set the bed at 75, will it kick the chamber? Okay, so as soon as the bed's at temp, it then kicks it on, but it's only at 50%. And as soon as I heat the bed at full blast, it turns the chamber heater off again. So I do 60 here. 80 will go past. It's limiting. You can see it's limiting the power here at 50%. But I don't see where it's doing that though. That's the thing. I don't see where it's like. I don't see where it's doing, unless it's in the macros.
I'm scrolling through as well.
Current load, but there's a lot of macros in here, which I actually would expect for this. Let's see. 204, 205, 106. This is nice to see that they got some extra macros in here for G codes. Clear nozzle, nuclear.
Could it be hardware not in the config? Possibly.
Well, if it was hardware, I don't think it would be showing those changes in
Clipper.
the UI here. I think it would just be doing it unless it's feeding back somehow. There's got to be a macro. Belt, belt tension. No, that's actually, it doesn't look like that's communicating with it. Bed PID, nozzle PID, input shaper, resume, cancel print, motor cancel print, G29. They have G29 in here. That's nice. I wonder what all this Chinese says in here. 99, test 800, extrude test. We're almost at the end. T2, wait. T2, that's the tact waste. T2, T3, that's not anything to do with the heaters. That's it. Where is it doing that at, though? Let me just search chamber. That's 141. This is a G code macro. This I don't think.
Because M141 is set chamber test line to occur.
Is it? Is that what it is? Because I'm pretty sure. Is M a 141?
Yeah, set chamber temperature.
Okay. So there's no reference to the bed in here, so I don't think that's it. That's all the references of chamber just in this one block here. Where is it doing this? Do they have hidden config files? And we're already in printer params. That's it. We've been through all the files. Oh, now it's at 100.
Yeah, but the bed is off.
I know. We're pulling 500 watts right now. I'm going to see how much hot air is coming on inside there. That's cranking heat out. So the chamber heater is working. So if I tell this to go to 100, so we're at 500 watts right now with the chamber heater at 100%. I tell the bed to go to 100C. Our power dropped to 286, which is weird. That seems really low for 100% power on that bed, considering it's an AC bed. This is really weird. Yeah, this is really weird how this is behaving.
I'm not
Very
seeing where
strange.
to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see where it would be doing that either. And we're only at 282 watts. Let me power cycle it. Let me power cycle and see. I just hear the bed dropping as soon as I turn it off. Clunk. I'm not going to home it or anything. I'm just going to tell the heaters to turn on. There is, so the thing is, there are, I'm just looking on here. So the PTC heater for the chamber is also, it looks like it's also driven off of this solid state relay. Yeah, it is. It is also driven off the solid state relay. This one board does the bed and the solid state and the PTC heater. It does both. Oh, another thing, note the PTC heater is actually a PWM fan with RPM. So that's good because then if that fan dies and the PTC heater is on full blast, you don't want that. Okay. Let's see. Access to file docs. All right. So if I tell the chamber heater go to ADC, it's only going to 50% power. I tell the bed to go to 100. It turns it off again. This is from a fresh boot. Now the bed's at 100%. Supposedly, hang on. Oh, I got to go back to watts. Hang on. And we're pulling 718 watts, which is about what I expect. So if I turn that off and the chamber heater is, say I do a lower power, maybe when it gets closer, it'll, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how they have this coded. I don't know if this is code or if there's a feed. I'm going to look at the pins again. If there's a feedback with this board. I don't know why the chamber is like only at 50% power though. Like what is causing this to only be at 50% power for its output? And the only thing that sucks is that board they have, there are 0 like activity lights. There's a power light to indicate it has power, but there's 0. So like here, if I pull this, if I pull this in, look at, that's the only LED on that board is right there. That's
the chamber heater. The max power is set to 1. So
that's what I said. Yeah, I was looking at the config. Okay, so I'm not crazy good at Clipper, but I know enough to like look at stuff and see how things are going, and it doesn't look like
that G-code variable. What DaVinci was saying.
There's an enable pin.
Why is there so many duplicate pin overrides? Jesus.
Yeah, I noticed that too. PB2. Okay, so hang on. Chamber. That's a chamber fan. PB14 and PB2. And we got for the chamber heaters on PC12. Verify heater. Okay, so that isn't that verify heater? Isn't that like thermal protection for Clipper?
Something like that.
PA0. That's for the chamber fan. So PA0. Bed mesh heater bed. PB8 and PC4. PB8 and PC4. Yeah, I don't see any duplicates either. There's something weird. I feel like there's like files here they're not showing us. Should I try enabling root and seeing if there's more files that show up once I enable root?
I looked in macros and I didn't see anything.
I didn't see
Anything
anything either. So the bed, okay, so they advertise a printer around 1200 watts. So with the chamber heater on, we're sitting at 470 watts out of the wall. And then with the bed, we were close to 800. So that's pretty close to that's pretty close to the 1200 watt advertised. Why isn't it allowing them to both heat at the same time? That's really weird. I'm gonna look in that really quick. The last thing I'm gonna do before we actually wrap this up. You're free to, you can go whenever you want to, or you, have I piqued your interest now? Or are you like, I want to know how this works? Let me see. I'm gonna search here. Search for heater in the K2 group. Someone said, oh yeah, here. Someone said my chamber heater will also not reach 60 C. I think it's a bug where only half the heater is turning on. I expect to resolve at some point. Sam said mine hit 60. I print all sorts of stuff in my review when I'm doing a follow-up to show some issues I've come across. 60 C rating is also based on room temperature. If it's chilly, it won't hit 60. It is a little chilly in here, but it doesn't make sense why it's only showing 50% power. So here, I'll switch over here. So I just searched for chamber here. I searched for heater in the group to see. These are all the posts I hit. Oh, so someone said, okay, so the belt tensioners are communicating at some point with the machine.
Yeah, that little daughter board.
Okay, but okay, I'm wondering if they are hiding certain files, because correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't see anything. Let me search tension. Bed mesh, nothing. There's nothing for the tensioners in here. I think they have a file hidden here somewhere.
Well, it's probably on their Creality version of Clipper, so it's probably hidden in the back end.
Well, here's the thing: if we get root access, we can just go browse the files in the file system. Let me turn on root. This is really weird.
The printer params, there's nothing in there.
Yeah, I know. I looked in that one. I got 25 seconds till I can do root. Why wouldn't they just have it in there? That's what I don't get.
They don't want people messing.
Is there a way where they can? Do you think maybe they have fluid modified so it's excluding certain files in here?
Possibly.
Because I know mainsail, you have options to like. Oh, so they're doing tool selection for the different CFS slots.
Yeah, I think there's something in the background.
There's gotta be. So it's root and Creality _2024. Oh, there's a static discharge and my camera just flickered on my arm here. All right, let's see. So it's Creality 2024. It's running Tina Linux. It's based on OpenWRT. This is running OpenWRT? What? What? Hang on. This is the SSH console with the welcome banner. What? What? Wait. Why is there... I think we're at the top level. Yeah, we are. Hang on. I gotta look up where Clipper stores all its shit. Hang on. It's running.
You go with WinSCP.
Damn.
Just pull the files in there.
Oh, that's a good idea. So I can just browse them. Okay.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm gonna win SCP right now.
I'm Schmirk.
I hate. I mean, I'll do command line if I absolutely have to, but GUI is the way to go. Wait, cannot initialize SFTP protocol. It just killed the connection. It won't let me connect to it with SCP. There's something weird.
Reality.
There's something weird going on here with this install. Okay. Hey, chat, any Linux nerds? Do you guys know there's no macros? We went through all the macros. That's what I was thinking. There's got to be a macro doing it, but could not find any macros that would be doing what it's doing. All right, so
When he sets the chamber temperature, it's just a set temperature. And we looked in all the config files and we didn't see anything that would tell it to limit either.
yeah. Hang on, let's see. There's no home folder on here either. Maybe there's a home folder for the user account. Where did they put the files in here? Is it in var? That's not. Why is it going in a temp?
We looked around in the configs and we didn't see anything, so there's something hidden somewhere.
No, that's the web server and shit. Where the hell do they have it? CD? Let's see what's in bin. Share, user share. That would be in Moonraker, wouldn't it be? Or is that in Clipper?
do not remember. User share clipper config.
Why can't I get into Clipper? If I do the tab to auto complete it. Oh, hang on.
Hey, I saw an easy board config in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, near the bottom.
Oh yeah, there's
Page
our board
3.
right there.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot the fucking slash in the front. I'm not a Linux expert. I know enough to be dangerous. Okay, so, but that's not where the actual printer config is stored, is it? Oh, what is this? K2 Pro? You see this?
yeah.
Ah,
I think the K2 Pro is their plus. It's just what they had it set
there's
up
a
as.
plus coming out.
This is the K2 Plus.
Oh, duh, sorry. Okay, so this,
Like when they were setting up the firmware for it originally, it was the K2 Pro, but the Plus sounds better.
G-code printer. Nope, those are all the same config files we have that we can see. Yeah, G-code macro, box, printer, sensorless. See what's in K2. Same ones. Okay. This is really weird. Maybe scripts. I want to see if there's anything that's like a Creality specific named file. You know what I mean? Oh, there's G-code. Let's see. Hang on. Nope. Okay, those are G codes. Duh. Where is it doing that at though? It's so weird. Nope, nothing special in there. There's CFS. There's a CFS folder. There's the firmware for the CFS.
Right where it's updating it from.
Yeah. Yeah, G32. It's a GD32. I'm assuming. So these are just all the firmware builds. It's weird they got the K1 stuff in here too. Dude, it's got to be doing it somewhere because that's not default Clipper behavior. Could it be doing it in Fluid maybe? That looks normal. Yeah, I'll have to mess with this later. I kind of want to like dump the whole. Yeah, because if I do a top, you can see all the shit running. I'm just trying to see if there's anything running that would be like.
Somehow we're still alive after almost 4 hours.
Mount UDisc. Okay. They wouldn't be doing it in Moonraker, would they?
I don't think they would.
No. It's so weird. They do have the camera run at 1080p. That's you see that right there? The camera here?
The camera you can't access?
Yeah. How do you access the we gotta figure out the URL it's running it on.
Yeah, this printer definitely needs a second stream.
Yeah. Just to poke around in it and fuck with it. Okay. Well, I don't feel like fucking with it anymore. So be really interesting to see what people come out with it rooting wise.
Yeah. With retaining all the functionality.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't looked. Maybe that could be another stream like messing with the
K2 Plus.
yeah, just poking and prodding around, that kind of thing. So but all right. I mean, I'm impressed with the machine. I'm just like now diving deeper to figure out why things are running weird. So or like not behaving as expected. It says it's running. It seems to be running fine, but it's weird that those heaters. So you guys just join us. We're trying to figure out why, if you set the bed heater and it's on, it basically cuts the chamber heater, and the chamber heater doesn't go to full blast, even though it should be. It only goes to 50%. And at some point, after a little while, it went to full blast, which was really weird. So yeah.
Yeah. Very odd.
Looking at Mount UDisc printer data. Okay. There's the other thing too is there was that other board up there that also had another MCU, but I didn't see any other board that has like what's the word I'm looking for? Like another SoC. I don't think there's a second SoC. I think it's all in that one.
Yeah, everything goes back to that main board.
Which is in the enclosure. So the Clipper host is in the enclosure. Because all that's back here, this is your
die. Can't wait to see that dead in 6 months.
This is what I'm talking about with the proprietary stuff. Like the printer's cool and all, but like you have these boards in the chamber. They probably could have fit this in the rear if they moved some things around. They really could. There's actually a decent amount of space back here.
Sam wanted them to move a lot of the stuff away from there. Like the USB should be on the top or the front somewhere.
Yeah, it's on the side, which makes sense because that port's probably soldered to the back of the.
Yeah, but it wouldn't take much to get. Yeah, with no cooling. But it wouldn't take much to get a USB extension. It's not like they haven't done it before.
No, they have an Ethernet extension to go to the back. So, anyways, I like the printer. Don't get me wrong. I like the printer. I'm just trying to figure out what weird stuff they're doing because Clipper's not behaving as expected. I don't know what the SoC is running. I just shut the printer off. So, but I'm gonna wrap this up. We're almost at 4 hours. How about Midwest goodbye? Oh, all right.
Only a little bit of sidetrack.
And I'm hungry. And Krista made burrito tacos, and they're delicious. So I'm excited to.
Yeah, I think my chicken sandwich is cold.
I'll just throw it in the microwave for like 30 seconds. It'll be good. The long chicken. Oh, I meant to make a joke. We got the long porks from McDonald's yesterday.
Oh,
You know,
the McRib.
The McRib. The McRib. Tori, you need to do a box turtle stream.
I will be doing a box turtle stream.
Yeah.
What
Are you? Oh, you're waiting on the kit.
Yeah.
Hi,
The
guys.
20th is when
Yeah.
it's expected to ship to resellers. So
Okay.
probably after Christmas.
All right. Well, I will see you guys. I will see. Wait. Hopefully, you're not using that scaled down version. Anycubic is using a Cobra 3 Clipper Go. Is that an official fork, or is that like what Anycubic calls their bastardized version of Clipper?
I saw somebody melted a printer on their Cobra 3. Is that what you're talking about, David? I forgot who posted it. Saw it on Twitter earlier. Where it's just a printer that was.
Oh yeah, here I Google Clipper Go. Clipper 4 Cobra Go Neo. Weird. Oh, forks of forks of forks of forks of forks of forks of forks. That's what Orca Slicer is. Orca Slicer, this will be the last tangent. So Orca Slicer is a fork of Bamboo Studio, which is a fork of Prusa Slicer, which is a fork of Slick 3R. I heard you like slicers, bro. So we put a slicer in your slicers. You can slice it while you're slicing. So, all right, guys. Thanks for joining. I hope you guys all
have a good night.
I hope you have all have a good weekend. And as always, happy printing. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Bye-bye now. Oh, yeah, Tori, found out if you leave, you can actually, when I roll the outro, leave. Last time, it stopped the end of broadcast. So I think that's what happened the last time when we were still live when we weren't supposed to be. So once I play the outro, wait like 2 seconds and then leave, and I'm going to see if it bumps us back out.
All right.
So, all right. Bye, guys. Bye, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. We hit a peak of like 70 viewers, so it's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
But all right. Bye-bye.
Nope, it still says we're live.
Did you leave and then come? Did you come back? Did you leave and come back?
No.
Oh,
you said leave after it.
No, I like leave a couple seconds, but it broke again apparently. I'm just gonna end it right now without the outro.
Yeah. Bye again, chat.
Streamlabs, get your shit together.